You about Friday night all-you-can bowl for $17.75 per person from 4 until 9 at Strikers, and Saturdays from 1 to 5 enjoy a special price per game of just $3.75 per person. Just a few of the many reasons to come and have some fun at Strikers Bowling Alley, Russellville. Strikers on West Main by the theater.
West Fraser Lumber in Russellville are proud supporters of our local athletic programs and love their community. Right now, West Fraser's Russellville location is looking for a hard-working millwright that's interested in joining their team. West Fraser offers competitive pay, paid holidays and vacations, and a benefits package. So go online at westfraser.com/careers and complete an application today. That's westfraser.com/careers. Choose a career with West Fraser because your future is up to you.
Welcome back to Jim Rowland Stadium here at Fort Smith Southside. And right now we're listening to the alma mater played by the pep band of Russellville that's made its way across the state here to Southside. And again, I know I'm going to say Rebels at some point. Mavericks is right in front of me, but at some point. So we're just going to have to forgive me on that. We never did get to complete our Cyclone watch, so I'll put what's on my radar for tonight. And the one thing I'm looking at is the footwork of the quarterback for Southside, David Sorg. When you look at his first two games, they dropped back 110 times, and only 3 times has he been sacked. He has attempted 107 passes in 2 games against Northside and Greenwood. And now you say, well, we just got to get to the quarterback. Greenwood hit the quarterback. They hit Sorg. At times, he was elusive. He didn't take off and run very much. He would just move around the pocket, just step to his left, step to his right, and he would take a hit. But right before getting hit, he would deliver the football. And he's completed 63 of his 107 passes for 728 yards, 8 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions on this year. Had 6 touchdown passes against the Greenwood Bulldogs and almost a comeback victory last week. Again, they had recovered 2 onside kicks. If they'd recovered that third one, they may have upset the number 1 team in 6A. Greenwood tonight is just across the city there playing Northside. They said it's the first time in the regular season that Northside and Southside both have hosted games. That's happened in playoffs, but not really in the regular season. We mentioned tonight that this is the 40th time these two teams have played. Southside owns the series, 29 wins for the Rebels/Mavericks, just 10 wins for the Russellville Cyclones. And going back on anniversary, of course, this is 2021. Back in 1991, the Cyclones lost at home 28-6. Why was that important? Well, it featured quarterback Barry Lunny Jr. for Southside. He was injured. Ended up, thought he broke his leg in the first half. Minor surgery, cartilage damage. He was hit by Bryant Richardson back then. He did return for his final season game against Northside, won the state championship that year. Of course, went on to play for the Razorbacks. The better story, though, is the next year. Russellville won that game in 1992, defeated Southside 14-10. That was highlighted by Ryan Thone, a pick 6 for Russellville. Cyclones that year in 92 were 8-2 in the regular season. They got knocked out of the playoffs against Conway in triple overtime, 34-28. Well, Southside may be the best 0-2 team in the state. They've lost to 2 rivals, Fort Smith Northside and Greenwood. We'll see what their mentality is, see what Russellville's mentality after a big win against Morrilton, but having a week off, having that bye week. Russellville getting ready to take on their second non-conference opponent here at Fort Smith Southside. We'll take a break and come back with the kickoff. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Feltner's Athletes Corner half of half clearance sale is now in progress. Save half of half off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half of half or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Hey, it's Drew Mitchell for Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery. Lakeside is really proud this year to be sponsoring our local sports all throughout the River Valley. They're committed to the area. It's just another way they show that. When you're in the market for dentures, wisdom teeth, or whatever the case may be, remember Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery and check out their website at lakesideofs.com. Lakeside Oral Surgery, helping make the broadcast of local sports throughout the River Valley possible.
What's up again, my friends out there in the River Valley? Shane here with you, and I'm talking with my good friend Nathan from over at Joshua's Fine Jewelry. Nathan, how are you, man? What's going on at Joshua's?
Man, it's great. It's good to see you again. We are very excited. If you think about the summertime, people go to the beach or they go on vacation, and so we've got a lot of nautical themed type pieces. Every price, level from $50 to $5,000, and whether it's if you like a turtle or the moon or different animals, shapes, geometric shapes are really popular right now, in different colors from like silver or yellow gold or rose gold. Those are all really popular trends.
100%. Hey, we got something at Joshua's for every interest in every price bracket. I'm Shane, he's Nathan. That's it for Joshua's Fine Jewelry today. Don't forget, go see my friends at Joshua's Jewelry over at 310 West Main Street in Russellville, or give them a call, 479-968-3117. The ones you care about most will be glad you did.
Welcome back to Jim Rowland Stadium. I can always count on our Cyclone fans to either correct me or add some additional things. I got a couple texts about that. First, about the Ryan Thone interception pick six. Coach Joey Fisher said Ronnie Merritt was the highlight of that game on both sides of the ball. I agree. Ronnie Merritt led the Cyclones in tackles in back at his junior and senior year. But also, Coach Will McCrawdy said Bryant Richardson also hit a home run in the ninth inning that year in 91 to beat Southside. Barry Lunny. So he couldn't remember who was if Lunny was still in the game pitching, but thinks the score was 2-1 in that game. So that was, even though he had knocked Lunny out of the football game and lost the football game, came back and beat him in baseball. So I guess that's a good trade-off. The Cyclones out, their captains are out for the toss. The captains for Russellville is Carson Smith, Travion Traylor, Eli Tolan, and Mason Goodman, who is still injured and not able to play tonight. Cyclones running out onto the field right now. Did you see the toss? I missed it. So
yeah, Russellville won the toss, and they decided to defer until the second half. As we said earlier, this stadium, this field sits east and west. So Russellville's going to be moving from west to east, from right to left on your radio dial when they do have the ball.
Not much wind right now at Jim Rowland Stadium. Jim Rowland was a longtime athletic director, and the athletic director in Fort Smith is the AD for both schools, Southside and Northside, and the stadium named after him. And they're building a new basketball arena. I don't know exactly the timeline where they're going to be finished. I think Southside is a little ahead of Northside, but that is just across the way. As we look towards the visiting stand, see a housing complex right there. The high school is right at our back, and we're ready for football. The Southside Mavericks in their baby blue uniforms and silver helmets. Only thing missing is the red Rebs written across in cursive that they used to have. Cyclones wearing all white. I think the new uniforms, they got block numbering, easy to see for me, but they're in all white with black helmets and, of course, the red Cyclone on the side. Coach Wheeler winning the toss, electing to defer the second half. That's a true defensive coach. He likes to put his defense out there on the field first because when you defer, that's what's going to happen. The Cyclones' Noe Jimenez did most of the kickoff duties. Did have Sierra that did some against Cabot in the benefit game. But the Cyclones will be kicking from right to left towards the end zone stands, which is the pep band for Fort Smith Southside.
Got a good crowd from Russellville tonight. It's driven up here to Fort Smith to support the Cyclones.
Yeah, we weren't sure how Fort Smith fans would the casual athletic fan would be, torn when they come to Southside, Northside. I bet it's standing room only over there across the way at Fort Smith Northside with them hosting Greenwood. What a game that should be, especially the way Southside kind of exposed Greenwood's defense in the second half. Lost the game 54-48, but you heard Coach Wheeler talk about that. Said even he was surprised at that. Noe Jimenez going to kick off for Russellville. He'll kick it towards the left side. This is going to be returnable as it's fielded and dropped at the 3-yard line. Picked up across the 10, the 15. Cyclone's going to hit him there and wrap up Luke Wyatt, the wide receiver. Wyatt was a quarterback last year for the first game. Then when they came to play Russellville, Wyatt moved to wide receiver, and David Sorg, the sophomore at the time, entered in. And Wyatt actually caught a touchdown pass to help beat the Cyclones. But Wyatt returning that one to the 16-yard line. So a return there of 13 yards, and that's where Southside will start. Ball near the left hash. Thought maybe Russellville might change their defense up a little bit. Obviously, Morrilton, different setup than Southside. Southside's going to open with three wide receivers to the right, one to the left, where Morrilton's mainly running team. David Sorg, they're going to put the ball up in the air. They throw it more than 75% of the time. Sorg going to look right. Here's a bubble screen. It's complete to Dimitri Lloyd. He breaks a tackle at the 19, gets forward progress to about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, that's number 29, Andrew Adams, out there fighting off a block to make that tackle.
Hogue on the stop. Ball on the 23-yard line, 2nd down and 3. For the Mavericks, Sorg again throwing it to the right side. This time it's the short side of the field, and Wyatt pushed back near the 20. He's going to be stacked up and dropped for a loss there. Ty Hips and two of his buddies there to make the stop. I think Wilbers was in there.
Wilbers was at the bottom of that, holding on to the ankle, wouldn't turn loose, so till help arrived.
Completed pass for -2 yards, 3rd down and 5 for the Southside Mavericks. Ball on the right hash mark. They're not huddling. They're all lining up, check with me. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That's the short side of the field. Sorg with the running back, Amari Tucker, number 2 to his right. Sorg drops back, looking left. Here comes the pressure. He's going to be hit and dropped back at the 10-yard line. That is Benjamin Hallmark there with the sack.
And when you say hit, he hit him hard. Drove him into the ground.
And again, they came into this game 110 pass plays, only sacked 3 times. Well, there's number 4 right there. Hallmark drove him back for a loss of 9 yards. 4th down and 14. The Mavericks going to have to punt. Ball will be spotted at the 12. Their punter, Desmond Lopez Fulbright, one of their wide receivers, is about a yard deep in his own end zone. Good snap. He's going to angle it toward the right. Boy, he just barely got that off. It's a terrible kick. It goes out of bounds. It lands out of bounds about the 40-yard line, Southside's own 40, and they're going to mark it back. He took forever to kick that ball, and they're going to put it down at the 33-yard line.
They gave him yardage on that. That should be up there close to the 30 or the 25.
It's a 21-yard punt. The Cyclones are going to start at the Southside 33-yard line. He's lucky, Lopez Fulbright's lucky that it didn't get blocked because he took forever, and Russellville had actually run past him and angled to the right. He was worried about the return man. Gavin Graham in at quarterback, waiting for the white hat to get back there, and he's back there with Damon Donahoe now. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, the short side of the field. That's Elijah Clark. Graham going to hand off to Donahoe, trying the right side, and he's tripped up after a yard or 2 gained. Had some room there, but the Southside player laying on the turf was able to reach up and grab him.
He is open on that right side if you just get out a little bit further outside.
Pickup of 2 yards on the play. Cyclones looking at 2nd and 8 at the Southside 31-yard line. Graham, play action pass, throws across the middle, and Stokes trying to catch it. They're going to say the ball hit the turf. Southside's trying to say it was incomplete, but the referee here on the side was saying incomplete right off the bat. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Cyclones. Stokes his feet went out from underneath him as he had turned around to make that catch, or attempt to make the catch. Ball at the 32-yard line. Following a terrible 21-yard punt. Russellville looking at 3rd down, and you don't want to think ahead of this 4-down territory, but it could affect your play calling here. Russellville at the line of scrimmage now. Play clock down to 7. Man in motion. That's Elijah Clark. They're going to give it to him. And then back now here on the reverse. Here come the Cyclones. They got some blockers now picking up across the 25. And he gets about the 21-yard line. That's enough for a 1st down. On the reverse, Caden Rose picks up the 1st down for the Cyclones, a sophomore. Took the handoff from Elijah Clark. And Rose gets to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 10. Rose was a running back and wide receiver last year on the Whirlwind team. He's played wide receiver. Had a devastating block on Damon Donahoe's long run last week. Donahoe he's hit hard on the give up the middle, and he lost 2 or 3 yards on that play. Southside had that one sniffed out.
Well, they did. They saw him coming, and they were waiting for him.
They give us the 24-yard line. We have no score in this game. Cyclones looking at 2nd down and 12 from the Maverick 24-yard line. Ball on the left hash mark. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Graham, play action, going to roll out to his right. Looking, he's going to heave one to the end zone. It's up for grabs. Stokes jumps up, catches it, touchdown. Well, Stokes was guarded, but the defensive back or linebacker, Russell Key, he didn't have his eyes on the ball, so he didn't know the ball was coming in. And a touchdown pass of 24 yards from Gavin Graham to Stokes.
Stokes kept his eye on the ball all the way. Good catch.
The extra point by Noe Jimenez is up and good. The Cyclones turn their first possession into points. They lead at 7-0. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
How many times have you had to go without your heating or your air unit when you needed it most? Your family's freezing or sweating and they look to you for relief. You call someone and they say it's going to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Do you really feel like you have a choice? Well, now you do. Call Tony at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 for a free second opinion from a guy you can trust to take care of you and your family and get that unit running without all the extra charges. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Cyclones go 33 yards in 5 plays. Graham hits Trenton Stokes for a 24-yard touchdown pass. Noe Jimenez got the extra point. Sponsored by Mr. Brake and Lube. When you need an auto repair shop, you can count on. Cyclones lead at 7-0. That drive just took 1 minute 23 seconds. Probably the biggest play of that drive, though, was the 21-yard punt by Southside. And don't forget the big sack by Ben Hallmark. Jimenez going to kick this one towards the end zone. It goes out of bounds. The question is, did it go out of bounds before it crossed the goal line or not? They're walking, and now they throw the flag. They were looking. They threw the flag down at the 3-yard line, so this will give Southside, you get a choice of 3 things here. You can make them kick it over, which most teams don't do. You can take it 15 yards from the spot of the kick, which most teams do, or from where it went out of bounds. It went out of bounds, they say, at the 3-yard line, so they're not going to take that. And it'll give Southside the ball at the 35-yard line. So the Mavericks have it 1st and 10, their own 35-yard line. Sorg back to pass, looking right. He's going to throw out in the flat. It's complete and pushed out of bounds for Southside, number 15, Dimitri Lloyd. Pickup of about 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, pushed out of bounds by Ty Hips.
I give him the 41, so pickup of 6 on the play. Cyclones leading at 7-0. 8:34 left to play here in the first quarter. 2 wide receivers to each side this time. Sorg throwing out the far side. It's incomplete, trying to go out there to Lopez Fulbright. But it was out of his reach.
A little bit of pressure put on the quarterback on the right side of that defensive line.
Fulbright does not have a touchdown reception, but he's got the most catches on the team, 18 catches for 242 yards. 3rd down and 4 for the Mavericks. This time 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Sorg still have not handed off. They're not going to do it here. Sorg back to pass. Plenty of time. Throws it underneath. It's complete to Luke Wyatt. Is he going to get the first down? He's hit 2 yards shy, and the Cyclones stack him up there. It'll bring up 4th down. Russellville had him hit 2 yards shy, was able to hang on at least till help arrived, and we'll see. Are they going to punt? Yeah, they're going to at least bring on the punting unit. We'll see if they end up punting it away. They get to the 43. It'll be 4th down and 2. We have 2 players back deep for Russellville. The punter, Gavin Grant, kick this one again to the right. Boy, he gets his leg into this one. It's a spiral, and it's going to hit at the 11 and roll out of bounds. Well, the bad kick that he had the first time made up for it then. They're going to mark it out of bounds right at the 11. That's a 46-yard kick. If you count the distance from where he hit that near the left hash mark all the way over the right side. So Russellville had a short field for their first touchdown drive. They got a long way to go here. They get 89 yards away. 7:34 left to play here in the first quarter. The Cyclones lead at 7-0. Graham now in the backfield with him will be number 1, Tracy Daniels. Daniels had 2 touchdowns last week. Daniels gets the call right side, and he's going to be hit after a gain of a yard or 2 across the 12-yard line. Yeah, Daniels last week, that wasn't his first game. Remember, they brought him up at the end of the junior high season last year, had a big kickoff return for the Cyclones, and now we have a stoppage of play, official timeout. They had an injury for Russellville, but it's Nicholas Horniak. He's running off, and now he started walking off under his own power. They gave him the 13-yard line, so a pickup of 2 on that last play. 2nd down and 8 for the Cyclones. Ball in the middle of the field. Elijah Clark, the lone wide receiver to the left, 3 wide receivers to the right. It's Alec Bowles, number 5. Caden Rose, also Stokes. Bowles had a touchdown reception as his first game as a Cyclone last week. Stokes has 1 tonight. In fact, I want to say that's the first catch for Stokes on the season.
I don't know what the holdup is.
Yeah, we're still waiting.
Is it the clock?
I don't know. Play clock, they've just got it stopped at 25. Maybe that was it. Now we're ready. Daniels is going to be to the right of Gavin Graham. Graham gets the snap, looking right. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket, rolling right. He heaves and throws it out of bounds. Going to bring up 3rd down and long for the Cyclones. Clock stop with 7:10 left. Cyclones took their first possession after a 21-yard punt, went 33 yards in 5 plays, scored a touchdown. Lead it here 7-0. Cyclones 42-12 winners against Morrilton 2 weeks ago. Their next game is going to be on Thursday night. That's right, Thursday night. They'll host Valonia. 2 wide receivers to each side for the Cyclones. They need just past the 21-yard line for a first down. Stokes comes in motion to the right side. Graham looking left, throwing left. It's incomplete. Miscommunicated with Clark there. He was expecting Clark to break out a little bit quicker than he did. So Russellville going to have to punt it away here on 4th down and 8. No wind right now. There was a little bit of a crosswind at the beginning of the game. Nothing right now. Ben Hallmark going to be in his own end zone, much like Southside was on their first punt. Russell spreads out their linemen on the punt team, and they're running on a player late because they didn't have enough players on the field. But 16 seconds on the play clock, so still plenty of time. Hallmark gets the snap. Kicks this one, gets his leg into it. He's going to chase Wyatt back to his own 47-yard line. Stumbles ahead, gets into Cyclone territory to the Cyclone 48-yard line. But he chased Wyatt back a little bit. I don't think Wyatt was expecting one that far. Pick up of 5 yards on the return, a 40-yard kick. Cyclones leading at 7-0. 6:58 left to play here in the first quarter.
Has Southside even ran the ball?
No, they don't, man. Not yet. They may do it here. I mean, they've kind of they kind of have that MO of throwing the ball anyway, but now they probably feel like they got a little bit more room to work with. They do have Amari Tucker back there. They're going to throw it to him out of the backfield, and it's incomplete. Sorg was hit that time, but as we said, what seems to be in the first 2 games, he gets hit, but he delivers a football first. He has been sacked tonight, but that was Darian Thomas there that put him down. Incomplete pass.
Well, I don't care how big you are and how strong you are. You get hit 3 or 4 times like that, it gets your attention real quick.
2nd down and 10. Sorg back to pass. Plenty of time here. He's going to throw it across the middle. It's tipped and incomplete. He had a man open across the middle there, Kent Carlisle, but he threw it behind him, and Carlisle did something you don't want to do if you're a Southside player. It tipped it up in the air. That could be an interception. but it fell harmlessly incomplete. Looking down at 3rd down and 10 now for the Mavericks. Have the ball at the Cyclone 48-yard line. 6:48 left to play here in the first quarter. 2 plays, and it's only lasted 10 seconds. Contradicting styles here. They like to throw it. Russellville likes to run it. Sorg back to pass on 3rd and 10. Looking left. Now looking across the middle. Plenty of time. Hit as he throws here, and it's going to be intercepted by Russellville at the 34-yard line. We have a late flag coming in. We'll have to check the status of the flag. Andrew Adams there on the pick. We'll have to wait and see what the call is. He intercepted it at the 34-yard line, returned it to the 38. So a 4-yard return by Adams if it holds. The flag came in from the back judge. And we have pass interference against the Cyclones. So wipe out the interception. And this could be Southside's first down. Southside was up ready to snap it, but they hadn't even marked the yards off. It's not an automatic first down, but it will give them a first down because they only needed 10 yards. It's a 15-yard penalty. And put them down to the 33-yard line. That's actually the second penalty for Southside. Russellville leading 7-0. Sorg back to pass. Throws it underneath. Complete. Here at the 20, down to the 15-yard line, and stepping out of bounds inside the 10 is Dimitri Lloyd. He's a load to bring down. This is giving Southside some life here, getting the ball back after the interception. The interception negated by penalty as they complete that pass there for 23 yards, and it gives Southside a first down in the red zone. Russellville leading 7-0. The defense got to stiffen up here. They want to maintain that lead. Sorg out of the shotgun. They run all the time out of shotgun. This time hands it off, and this is Amari Tucker spinning inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line. Their first running play. Tucker, just like a little pinball, he bounced off a would-be tackler at the 9, picking up 3 yards on the play.
Good tackling by that defense.
2nd down and goal. Southside cannot get a first down without scoring a touchdown here.
Hallmark back in.
Sorg back to pass. Throws it underneath again to Dimitri Lloyd. He's complete at the 2 and into the end zone for the touchdown.
There's a flag.
Yeah, flag in the end zone.
I think the Southside player had a few words with the Russellville player.
Well, if that's what it is, the touchdown will stand. They're talking to the white hat. So right now we think it's going to be 7-6, but we have to wait and see what the flag says. You know, that play there, running underneath, has been open 4 different times. They've completed it 3, all 3 times to Lloyd. The one time that they didn't connect it was when they threw it behind the receiver. Touchdown stands. It is unsportsmanlike conduct. That'll be assessed on the kickoff. Jackson De La Souce, number 87, will be on to try the extra point. Russellville can ask to have that. They're asking them now, do you want it now or do you want it assessed on the kickoff? You want it on the kickoff, I would think. But they're talking to Coach Wheeler about it. Yeah, they're gonna assess it on the kickoff. De La Souce will try to tie this game for Southside. 5:58 left to play here in the first quarter. That's the first penalty on Southside. And the extra point is up, and it's good. We're all tied at 7. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Found your dream home? Well, the folks at First State Bank can make that dream home a reality. Johnny Story along to remind you can apply for that home loan online. That's right, online. Simply by going to get all the details at First State Bank's Facebook page or check the First State Bank website. Not only will you find home loans online, but you'll also be able to locate a variety of services they provide for their great customers. First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We're all tied at 7 here, 5:58 left to play here in the first quarter. Southside on that scoring drive. They went 48 yards in 5 plays. Sorg hooked up with Dimitri Lloyd for a 7-yard touchdown pass. Jackson De La Souce, the extra point to tie it at 1. That drive took 1 minute.
We appreciate people turning in and listening to us on the radio. Just got a text from Coach Will McCrotty. Is listening to us along with his pet dog. Says he's sitting in front of the radio listening to us. So we appreciate anyone listening to us on the radio. Dog probably wasn't very happy with that penalty.
Might not have been. They kept the drive alive. That penalty that Russellville looked like they had. The interception, Andrew Adams. Here's the kickoff by De La Souce. It's short. It's going to be fielded by Russellville at the 20-yard line. This is Donahoe. He's across the 30. Hurdles a man and is upended at the 35-yard line as he went up in the air. Then he was hitting the legs and flipped over, and that's draw some oohs and ahs from the south side crowd as we're over here on this side. But he popped right back up. Good to see him. He's okay. Well, I don't like to see that. Donahoe's kind of fearless out there, though. That's just sort of his makeup. Cyclones will start at their own 35-yard line. A third offensive drive for the Cyclones. They've had fantastic field possession for one. That led to the touchdown. Bad field possession for the other. They're on 11. Led to a punt. Tracy Daniels is going to take first down right up the gut. Picks up 2 or 3 yards.
Good opening by that offensive line.
I'm looking on the far side on the trainer's table just to make sure Donahoe wasn't over there after taking that hit. He's not. That's a 3-yard pickup by Daniels. And here on second down, Daniels again, and he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. I think they're going to give him a yard on that. So bring up 3rd down and 6 for Russellville. Russellville going to have be faced with the 3rd down conversion here. Ball at the 39-yard line. Ball on the right hash mark. We're all tied at 7. Clock rolling. 4:45 left. Play clock down to 7 seconds. Going to be play action. Graham rolling to the short side of the field. Throwing is going to be tipped and incomplete, almost intercepted. I didn't see a Russellville player in the area. Not saying there wasn't one. I saw 3 Southside players. That luckily, it fell out of bounds, incomplete. So Russellville going to go with 3 and out again after their first drive, a touchdown drive. Have to kick this one away. Allmark already in there is waiting to make sure. And yeah, he's going to back up to about his own 25-yard line with 4th down and 6 here. Luke Wyatt, the wide receiver for Southside, also the kick returner, punt returner, back. He's inside his own 30. Given a little bit more room now after that first punt by Hallmark. Hallmark gets this one away, and it's a beauty. Going to chase him back to the 26-yard line. Wyatt avoids a tackler, avoids another, but he's going to be stacked up at the 27-yard line. 35-yard kick, a 1-yard return there by Wyatt. I want to thank all our Cyclone sponsors, including Phil Wright Autoplex. Stop by and get a great deal. Danny Hips, he's invested in the Cyclones because he's a former Cyclone, because he's living in the area, but a little bit more invested too because of Ty Hips, his son, who's been the leading tackler on this Cyclone team the last 2 seasons, but changed positions, so might not rack up as many tackles as he has in previous years. But making that change. Sorg back to pass for Southside. Throwing a backwards pass and going to be hit. This is Tucker back at the 20, stacked up back to the 15. They're going to give him forward progress. But technically this is a running play because it was a backward pass and it lost some big yardage there. Loss of 7 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 17 for the Mavericks.
That defense by Russellville, very aggressive. You get hit by 1, you're going to get hit by 3 or 4.
Flying to the football there. Ball on the right hash mark. They gave him the 22-yard line. I don't know about that one, but still 2nd down and 15. Sorg with 3 receivers to the left, looking left. He's going to air it out, throw it up. It's up for grabs. It's going to be complete, and this is going to go for a touchdown. Touchdown Southside to Kent Carlisle. 78 yards. Looks like Russellville might have had a chance at an interception there, and then playing the ball just got out of position a little bit. And Sorg, a big touchdown pass to Carlisle.
Well, it's a beautiful pass. It's hard to defend that, especially when the receiver gets behind the defender. That ball was up in the air, just no way to knock it down.
78 yards on the touchdown pass, and Southside's taking a 13-7 lead. Jackson De La Souce on to try the extra point. Russellville gets through there and blocks it. So the kick is no good. Getting through there for the Cyclones is Gabe Hogue to block that extra point. Russellville trails 13-7. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country KCJC.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability, durability, and versatility built in, like #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today. In the River Valley, see River Valley Tractor on Weir Road in Russellville.
Welcome back. That scoring summary quick, 20 seconds, 2 plays. They went 73 yards. That's right, 73, because remember they lost yardage on first down. So even though it was a 73-yard drive, it was a 78-yard touchdown pass from David Sorg to Kent Carlisle. Gabe Hogue blocked the extra point for the Cyclones, but Russellville trailing here by a score of 13-7. Russellville got a little jolt at the beginning of the game, getting that terrible punt by Southside, only having to go 33 yards on their first touchdown drive, the big pass play from Graham to Stokes. But since then, 2 3-and-outs, and that's led to a couple of Southside scores. 3:42 left to play here in the first quarter. De La Souce going to kick it off for Southside. This is going to be returnable, but it's deeper. It's going to be fielded by the Cyclones at the 3-yard line as Tracy Daniels breaks the tackle at the 15, across the 20, 25, and taken down at the 29-yard line. They kicked the first time, or the last time they kicked it to the 20. This one they kicked all the way down to 3, but Daniels a 26-yard return.
Yeah, excellent return by Daniels.
Still looking for Damon Donahoe after he was upended on that previous kickoff return. I've looked over at the training table. I haven't seen anybody over there, and I see the trainer not even near it, so I don't think that's it, but maybe just having to walk off something, not sure, but he's not in there. It's Daniels, the running back, and Daniels going to get the call here. Started left, cuts back to the middle. He'll get across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Pickup of 3 on the play.
Russellville's been trying that off-tackle run up close to the middle. There's just nothing there right now.
Second down, play action pass. Graham throwing, it's incomplete. He was going to Caden Rose. Caden Rose was running a fly pattern, and Graham was throwing an out pattern. Miscommunication there to bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Cyclones. It's the 40th meeting between these two teams. Russellville's only won 10 of them. It's a 2-game series that was signed on last year. Don't know if they're going to continue it or not. Of course, you don't know what the conference is going to look like that. We'll talk about that as the evening progresses. On 3rd down long, Graham rolling out to his left, complete to Hallmark, but he's cut down just past the 35 to 37, a couple yards shy of the first down. Looks like a punting situation coming up for Russellville. Yeah, Russellville may have one more conference game next year because the way the conference may line out, and only 2 non-conference games. We know Morrilton's going to be one of those. You don't know what the other one's going to be. We'll have to wait to see what the AAA decides on the conference before we can schedule our non-conference games. Ben Hallmark going to stay in there to punt it away for the Cyclones. Well, it started great with a touchdown drive, but last 3 drives have been easy to forget. 3 and outs.
Southside doesn't have anybody back.
Yeah, they don't believe Russell's going to kick this away on 4th down and 2. Russell bringing a man in motion. They're going to snap it to Hallmark. He's going to run to his right, rugby-style kick, and he gets away the punt. It's going to hit inside the 25, take a Russellville bounce inside the 15, inside the 10, and it's going to roll dead probably about the 8-yard line. We'll take that. It's a punt of 55 yards, so it's going to put Southside back deep at their own end with 2:02 left to play here in the first quarter.
I don't understand Southside thinking Russellville wasn't going to punt.
I mean, it's not a bad area to go for it on 4th down there. I mean, they're probably thinking we haven't had much success returning the ball. We've gotten a guy almost killed one time, so I guess I could see it, but you think if they could have just fair caught that, they'd be outside the 20. Deep in their own end, Russellville trailing by 6 here. Southside looking at 1st down from their own 8. Sorg back to pass. Once again, throwing. It's Dimitri Lloyd on that across the middle there. And he's going to be taken down at the 16-yard line. Tackle to Hips was there, Hogue was there, and Lloyd trying to delve out some punishment himself. That play's been open. And they give him a 16, so there'll be an 8-yard pickup. 2nd down and 2. Ball on the left hash mark, 2 wide receivers to each side. Lloyd, he's a load to bring down. They're going to hand off here to Tucker, and nothing doing. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just his 2nd carry. Sorry, 3rd carry. He's got 3 carries for 2 yards. He only has 27 carries on the season. That's 2 games. He had 20 of those against Greenwood.
Booker in on that tackle.
As they were still throwing over 50 times in that game, and that almost a great comeback win. They lost to Greenwood last week, 54-48, scoring 4 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 2. Tucker's going to get the call here on 3rd down. Started left, cuts back right, and he's going to be hit by Travion Traylor, and he did not make the 1st down. In fact, I think he lost a yard. Southside fans are upset. They thought they blew it dead too quickly. I think he marked him back at the 14. So 4th down and 4, and Southside's going to have to punt from deep in their own end. Yeah, Southside fans upset. They thought that he had broken that tackle from Traylor, but Traylor had heard the whistle and he let go. And he was still laying down on the ground with his hands on the legs of Amari Tucker, number 2 for Southside. Hogue and Hips back for Russellville to return the punt. They're at midfield. Here's the punt. They angle it right once again. Hips calling for the fair catch. He's going to fair catch it at the Southside 44-yard line. Now, a 30-yard punt that time. This is feast or famine for their punter, Gavin Grant. That one's not a great one. He's had 1 really good one and 2 not so good ones. Cyclones going to take over with 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter, trailing 13-7. The 2nd time they started a drive in Southside territory, this time at the Maverick 44-yard line. Switching out footballs. You get to play offense with your own football and get to kick your own, so switching those out. Graham going to get the call. He's going to give it off to Donahoe. Good to see him back in there. He starts right side. He's inside the 40 to the 39 is where they mark it. And now a very late flag just now hitting the turf. So we'll have to wait and see. The side judge on that far side who marked him down at the 39, I thought he got a yard extra than that. We'll have to wait and see what this call is. He took out his flag and he was walking in holding it. I was watching him, and then he threw it after the 5-yard pickup by Donahoe.
I think there's a face mask.
Looking for Stokes. He's close by. You can hear it. Looked like he was clapping his hands a little bit. It is a face mask, the inadvertent face mask. So it's not an automatic first down, but after the 5-yard pickup, it may be a first down for Cyclones because he gets the yards. They're going to put him down at the 34-yard line. They're checking that. Yep, about a half yard shy.
think they want a measurement.
Yeah, they're going to have to. I mean, that's pretty close. So now they are going to ask for a measurement because the sticks over there haven't moved, but the down marker still shows first down. He was marked ahead of it, and he's going to keep it first down. Should still be like first down and 1. I'm sorry, first down and 10 or second. Are they going to keep it first down? Yeah, because of the penalty. And he's still asking, do I mark it second down? Now he's over at second down. I thought it was second down. Okay. 4-yard pickup, 5-yard penalty. How about that? Second down and 1 for the Cyclones. Donahoe gets the call. It's not going to matter there. He's got the first down to the 33-yard line of the Mavericks. Russellville being very patient here between plays, and we'll say that because it probably means, and it is, we're going to be done with this first quarter. The Cyclones trail it 13-7 after 1 quarter of play. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
We can't say it enough. The Old South serves breakfast anytime, and their breakfast specials just can't be beat. Of course, their standard breakfast of 2 eggs served with your choice of oatmeal, grits, or hash browns, your choice of toast, biscuit, or English muffin, and a choice of ham, bacon, sausage, or Petit Jean bologna. That's right. Bologna for breakfast is an Old South staple. Check their menu on their Old South Facebook page, and we'll see you soon at the Old South, East Main, Russellville.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast. See what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Welcome back to Jim Rowland Stadium at Fort Smith Southside. The Cyclones trailing the Mavericks 13-7, but Russellville on the move, just picking up a first down before that first quarter close. Cyclones have it, 1st and 10 from the Maverick 33-yard line. Graham with Donahoe to his left. He'll give it off to Damon. Started right. We have a flag down, and Donahoe gets inside the 30 to the 29-yard line, but we'll have to wait on the flag. During that the break between quarters, when was the last time, or has there ever been a time where they've announced the score and Northside leading and the Southside fans clapping? That just happened. Well, it's because Northside's ahead of Greenwood. So everybody goes, okay, I understand that. But, I mean, to take Southside fans and have them clap for Northside, that tells you what they think of Greenwood. And Northside leading Greenwood Bulldogs 7-0 in the first quarter.
Penalty against Russellville, 5 yards, illegal procedure.
It'll be first down and 15 for Russellville at the 38-yard line. Just started the second quarter here. We have halftime. We'll have stats for you. We'll also have scores from around the state. Not going to be able to give you scores around the state next week because the Cyclones are going to be playing on Thursday night as they host Vilonia at Cyclone Stadium. On 1st and 15, Donahoe gets the call. Weaving his way. He'll pick up a couple yards. Still on his feet to the 36-yard line, but still just a pickup of 2 there on first down. Be second down and 13. Donahoe now 5 carries for 8 yards. Not a lot going on the ground for Russell, but this Maverick defense looks a lot better than they did against Northside, who just ran all over them for over 300 yards. The Cyclones, just 55 total yards, 27 of that coming on the ground. Cyclones trailing by 6 here. But they're on Southside side of the 50 here, 2nd and 13. Graham bobbles a snap. It's picked up by Damon Donahoe. He's going to carry it forward inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. Good heads-up play by Damon. That could have been disastrous. He picks it up, just plows forward for 3 yards. And Russellville now looking at 3rd down and 10. Always like to plan ahead on this, and got no wind. From here it would be about a 50-yarder. Jimenez has the leg, but if they don't want to do that, they may be thinking, okay, we might be going for it on 4th down, so that alter your play here. Last time they were in the situation, they heaved it towards the end zone and scored their only touchdown. Graham, play action, rolling to his right, looking, throwing across the middle. He's got Bowles there and threw it behind him there. Bowles was on the post, the skinny post there, and the ball was thrown more towards the right hash mark. He had his man beat. Alec Bowles.
He did. He turned his man completely around, and he was open.
Yeah, he had a touchdown reception last week against Morrilton. That'll bring up 4th down and 10 for the Cyclones. They're keeping the offense on the field. Clock stopped, 10:26 left to play here in the first half. Back to pass is Graham. Throws it underneath. Little middle screen to Damon Donahoe. He's got the 30, a 25. He's got the first down, angling out of bounds on that left side. He gets inside the 20 to the 18.
He had 2 blockers out there in front of him. Did a fantastic job getting behind those blockers.
Needed 10, got 15. Cyclones in business now in the red zone. Russellville trailing by 6, 13-7. There was Gabe Hogue with the blocked extra point. Russell scores here. They could take a lead because of that blocked extra point. One wide receiver to the right. That's Bowles. Graham with Donahoe right behind him. Donahoe gets the call. He's inside the 15 as he spun down there to the 13. Pick up of 5 yards on the play. Cyclones had the off week last week. They'll have Valonia at home next week, and then they start conference play going on the road against Benton. It's every other week. They're going to be home, away, home, away. It's going to alternate like that throughout the season. Tracy Daniels in now for Donahoe on 2nd down. Daniels going to get the call right up the middle. He's inside the 10, leans forward, and he's got the first down at the 7-yard line.
I started to say he got close to it, but he did get it.
Russellville going quick here, trying to, and they're going to stop the play. The official on the far side had it marked first down. I don't know why they're stopping it here. They don't have to move the chains. They give him first down at the 7. Russellville looked like they were wanting to go quick there and slowed up just a little bit. 1st and goal for the Cyclones here at the south side 7-yard line. Daniel straight up the gut, breaks a tackle at the 5. He's close and down shy of the end zone. Look at that. Far sideline judge. He marks him down at the 1-yard line. 2nd down and goal for Russellville. Couple personnel change. Russellville going with a heavy package here. Graham goes in motion, and he's going to line up at wide receiver with Hallmark, who's been a quarterback, junior high level. He's in there. He's going to take the snap and run to his right. Breaks a tackle, and no signal yet.
Yeah, he's
there. You go, touchdown. Have to wait for the official signal, and Russellville's just tied this game on a 1-yard run by Ben Hallmark. Yeah, I thought he was in, but we're waiting to see if somebody with a striped shirt needs to lift their hands up in the air. We're all tied at 13. Again, thanks to Gabe Hogue with the block extra point. D.A. Reed will be the holder. Noah Jimenez on to try the extra point for the Cyclones. Snap is down, kick is definitely long enough, and it's good. Cyclones take a 1-point lead, 14-13 over Southside. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country, KCJC.
A solid roof for your business is key to keeping your employees, products, and valuables dry and clean. If you're experiencing roof leaks that are resulting in damaged equipment, stained ceilings, and walls, then don't let Mother Nature get the best of your business. The folks at E&F Roofing offer free commercial roof inspections, but their experience is priceless for your business, not to lose productivity and extend the life of your roof. So contact E&F Roofing today for a free commercial inspection at 479-272-4069.
Well, Cyclones go 44 yards in 10 plays. Again, short field. Both times they've had the short field, they've gotten the touchdown. That drive took 3 minutes and 54 seconds. Ben Hallmark, the 1-yard touchdown run. Extra point by Noe Jimenez was good. The Cyclones lead at 14-7. Again, remember that big 3rd down play, too. On 3rd down at 10, the pass. 4th down that Russell went for it. The pass from Graham to Donahoe to keep the drive alive. Jimenez looking for a – nope, Sierra's going to fake it. And Russell just ran – this has got to be a flag down, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't know how to explain that. Jimenez ran up to kick it. He stopped, or actually he was lined up to kick it, and then it was Sierra that ran up and stopped. Russellville jumped off sides. They ran off across the 40 to about the 43, 44 before the kick had even happened, and Coach Wheeler's not real happy with his team out there. He's out there, and he's talked to him about it, just in case they didn't realize that how unhappy he was. He's letting them know about it. So offsides, Russell's going to have to move back 5 yards and kick it again.
I really don't know what they were trying to do. Was that an onside kick?
No, it was a little pooch kick. They were trying near the 40 or 30-yard line, but I think trying to catch Southside off guard there. And now Jimenez is going to line up the 35-yard line. Knew something was up because he was only a yard, 2 yards behind the ball, and now he's about 7 yards behind. And of course, Jimenez is the goalkeeper on the soccer team for the Cyclones. He kicks this one away, and it's going to be fielded on the move at the 13-yard line, across the 15, 20, across the 30-yard line, and Wyatt stopped at about the 33-yard line.
And that young man, Ty Hips, in on the tackle.
Russellville leading by a point, and I tell you, it's an odd game. It's been 2 bad punts by Southside, leading to a short field for Russellville, and that's been their 2 touchdown drives. Southside has had 2 touchdowns of their own, a big 78-yard touchdown pass to give them their first lead. Right now, Southside at their own 33-yard line. 8:29 left to play here in the first half. Cyclones leading at 14-13. Now we're ready to play. Sorg, short side of the field to the right side. Sorg, hard count. Here comes the blitz. He's going to throw the right side and complete. Is it caught? Yeah, they're going to say he caught it sliding down. I think was Lloyd on that far side at the 37-yard line. Dimitri Lloyd, who's been really hard for Russellville to bring down. That time he was a sliding catch, so didn't have to worry about tackling him. Gets to the 37 to pick up 4 yards on the play, but Dimitri Lloyd been targeted 6 times, has 6 catches for 55 yards. Also a touchdown. 2nd down and 6, low snap. It's going to be handed off. Now here to Tucker, and he breaks free. He's in the secondaries. He's brought down right around midfield. He runs like that. I don't know why they don't run him more. That time, 12-yard pickup for Tucker. 5 carries for 8 yards. That's right. They picked up 12 on that play. He was in the negative there until then.
There's a big opening over there on the right side of that offensive
First
line.
down for Southside. They're going quickly here at the 49. Sorg back to pass, looking, plenty of time, throwing out of the backfield is Tucker. Starting right side, he'll get across the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard pickup to midfield. Just a 1-yard pickup there for Amari Tucker. Amari Tucker coming in this game, 13 receptions out of the backfield, has 1 tonight. They threw another one to him, but it was a backwards pass, counts as a run. Sorg on 2nd down and long. He's going to throw to Tucker out of the backfield, a safety valve. He's into Cyclone territory. He's got the sideline. He's at the 40, 35, 30, pushed out of bounds there. And first down, a big play for the Southside Mavericks. And that was just, again, the safety valve coming out of the backfield. And Southside in the Cyclone territory inside the 30. They're going to mark him down at the 28-yard line. Pickup of 22 yards on the play.
The Mavericks done that a lot tonight.
The Cyclones leading it by a point, 14-13, but the Mavericks on the move. 3 receivers to the right. Short side of the field's to the left. They're going to give it to Tucker once again. One too many times. He's chopped down at the line of scrimmage there. A trailer there. Help clean up. 2nd down and 10 for the Mavericks at the Cyclone 28. Under 7 minutes to play here in the first half. Russellville leading by a point. They gave him a loss of 1 on that play back at the 29-yard line. 2 receivers to each side. Sorg, Mavericks going quickly. Sorg looking left, the short side. Boy, plenty of time. Now he's going to throw across the middle. As Wyatt's got the catch. He's got the first down. Breaks a tackle at the 15, angling towards the right. He's inside the 10, and he's ridden down at the 5-yard line. Russellville not able to pressure Sorg on that one. He had all the time in the world, and a 24-yard pass has set up Southside inside the 10 to the 5-yard line, knocking on the door. Under 6.5 to go first half. Sorg, hard count. Tucker is going to get the call here, straight up the gut, and he's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. That last pass play really wasn't an underneath route. It was in that middle area. Sorg just had a lot of time, and I think Wyatt had finished his route and just sort of was moving with the quarterback here. And Tucker lost a yard on that play. Second down and goal from the 6-yard line. Sorg back to pass. A crisscross play. It's not open. Throwing to the back of the end zone. Complete touchdown. That's Kent Carlisle, his second reception tonight, and both have been for touchdowns.
He was wide open. We had kind of lost track of him.
Actually, what happened, Carlisle ran a rub route. He was not the main receiver. He had ran a pick play for Lloyd, and it wasn't open. He just kept moving, moved to the back of the end zone, and Russell had kind of lost him in the shuffle. That's his second catch, both for touchdowns. He's got 84 yards receiving tonight, and Southside has taken back the lead at 19-14. De La Souce, extra point, is long enough, and it's good. Southside leads at 20-14. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
Welcome back with a scoring summary. Southside answers a 72-yard drive in 8 plays, 2 minutes and 46 seconds is how long that drive took. David Sorg to Kent Carlisle for a 6-yard touchdown pass. Extra point was good by Jackson De La Souce. The Mavericks lead the Cyclones 20-14. According to Hooten's, the Mavericks a 1-point favorite in tonight's matchup. We mentioned to you that Greenwood trailing Northside 7-0. That was our last check. We'll have a lot more updates for you at halftime, but we understand Greenwood in the second quarter has tied Northside at 7. De La Souce going to kick it off for the Mavericks. Cyclones with 2 players back at the 5-yard line. Here's the kick by De La Souce, and it's going to be fielded by Damon Donahoe at the 5-yard line. He's across the 10, 15, 20, hit at the 20. Broke that tackle. He's brought down at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 18 yards on the return by Donahoe. Appreciate all our sponsors here on EAB and KCJC, including Phil Wright Autoplex. Russellville have the ball at the 23-yard line. Gavin Graham, low snap, hands it off. And we got a broken tackle there at the 25 across the 30. This is Mackay Foster, has the first down to the 35 for Russellville. Mackay Foster, his first carry for the Cyclones tonight.
He was carrying that ball with both hands on it and staying low. That's a good run right up the middle.
Another sophomore for Russellville. Cyclones have it 1st and 10 at the Southside 35-yard line. 5.5 to go in the first half. Russellville trailing by 6. 1 wide receiver to each side. Hallmark, the big S-back, tight end, to give off to Foster again. He's brought down in the backfield. We had a flag come in almost as quick as the ball was snapped. We'll have to wait and see. Usually is a 5-yard penalty against Russellville. Because if it's offsides, they blow it dead immediately. It is illegal procedure. It's a 1-yard loss if they want to decline it. They're going to accept the penalty. Cyclone football being brought to you by Alathus Realty. Buying or selling your home has never been easier. Call your friends at Alathus Realty. Sponsoring Cyclone football here on 102.3. First down and 15 for the Cyclones at their own 30-yard line. Still with all 3 timeouts. This first half not going by nearly as quickly as it did 2 weeks ago. The Cyclones win against Morrilton. Graham back to pass on 1st and 15. They set up the screen. Mackay Foster catches it, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks a tackle there, and ends up being a 1-yard gain, an exciting 1-yard gain, because it looked like it was going to be a 7-yard loss. And given the 31-yard line, 2nd down and 14. They had the screen set up. Southside was not fooled. A screen underneath there to Foster. Caden Rose back in for the Cyclones. He'll be one of the 3 wide receivers to the right side, along with Bowles and Stokes. Mackay Foster staying in there at running back. Eli Tolan, the lone wide receiver to the short side of the field, the far side. 2nd down and 14. Graham going to roll to his right. Design run, throwing in the flats. Complete to Bowles, and he's out of bounds at the 37-yard line. More manageable 3rd down coming up for Russellville, as that's the first pass completed to Bowles. It's the 2nd time he was targeted. That goes for 6 yards. 3rd down and 8 for Russellville. 4:32 left to play here in the first half. Cyclones trailing 20-14. They need their own 45-yard line for a first down. 3 receivers stacked on the short side of the field, the right side. Fakes the screen. Graham's going to keep it himself. He's got the first down, dragging a tackler to the 49-yard line. Boy, it looked like a screen all the way. Great play call, great execution, and a 12-yard pickup for Russellville. That's their 7th first down of the game. They have 72 yards on the ground, 122 total yards. They have it 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. Not huddling, but taking their time, looking over at the far side. Offensive coordinator Tyler Clark. 4:08 left to play in the first half. Play clock down to 15. Stokes comes in motion, crosses the face towards the left of Graham. Here's the give now to Mackay Foster. Breaks a tackle in the backfield. Breaks another tackle in midfield. He's into Southside territory and brought down at the 44-yard line. Looked like they had his jersey around the shoulder pad at first and somehow just able to break that tackle. Big run there by Mackay Foster. He gets to the 44 of Southside. Pickup of 7 on the play. He got 2 carries for 19 yards. Russellville looking at 2nd down and 3. Trailing here by 6. 3.5 to go first half. Again, 3 receivers to the right. Again, a fake screen. Graham is going to be tougher to do. He's going to break a tackle at the 45. I'm going to say tougher here because the middle wasn't open. He does get positive yards, though. It looked like he got about a half yard, maybe a full yard to about the 43. It'll be 3rd down and short for Russellville. Russellville going quickly here. Lined up quickly. Here's the snap. And Foster going to get the call, breaking an arm tackle. He's not going to get the first down. Be about 2 yards shy. Trying to go quickly there. Did not work for Russellville, but they got 4th down and 2, and they may go for it here at the Southside 43-yard line. Caden Rose will come out. Hallmark in. Remember last time they were in short yardage situation. Hallmark was on the 1-yard line, and he took the snap out of the Wildcat package. He's going to be the S-back right between the guard and the tackle on the right side. Graham, hard count. No movement. And now here's the snap. Mackay Foster following Hallmark. He's got the first down inside the 40-yard line for Russellville.
The short time Foster's been in there, he has shown us that he is a very strong runner. Very difficult to bring down.
Picks up 4 yards on that play at Russellville with a first down. Their 8th first down of the game.
And he's only a sophomore, right?
That's right. Remember Fleet Tire Point S. No stress with Point S. They're sponsoring Cyclone football here on KCJC. 2:15 left to play first half. Play action pass. Graham running for his life. He circles back towards the middle. He's going to throw it and incomplete. He had a man open. Tracy Daniels, there's a flag at the line of scrimmage, but Graham got away from what looked like a sure sack, and that was going to be almost a 10-yard sack. Circle back around somehow, but we'll see what the flag is. Flag's right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a hold against the Cyclones, and I'm sure they'll push Russellville back rather than decline it.
There's about 4 penalties in a row against the Cyclones.
Russellville's been penalized 5 times for 40 yards. And they move this one back to the 49, so 10 yards. On holding, remember it's 10 yards from the spot, so, but that being right at the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up first down and 20 for Russellville. 2:07 left to play here in the first half. Again, Cyclones with all 3 timeouts. Not in a hurry right now. Tracy Daniels, the running back, next to Graham. Play action pass. Graham looking short side of the field, complete to Bowles, and he's pushed out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They're saying keep the clock going. I thought he was out of bounds for sure. Marking down at the 43, a pickup of 6 on the play. Clock rolling, 1:50, 1:49 left. Caden Rose back in for Russell, replacing Ben Hallmark. Play clock at 23. Second down and 14 for the Cyclones at the south side 43-yard line. Russell trailing by 6. Graham going to roll to his left. This is 9 run. Going to throw it out. A sliding catch. Did Bowles catch it? He did, inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. A pickup of 5 on that catch. Third down and 9. Russell had first and 20. A 6-yard pass, a 5-yard pass, and just like that, you got a third down and 9. Clock rolling, 1:17 left in the first half. Cyclones trailing 20-14. Russellville checking the sideline, not in a hurry. 1:05, 1:04. Play clock at 21 now. Graham looking right. A design quarterback draw. He's inside the 35, and he's going to be stopped about a yard shy of the first down. It'll bring up 4th down and very short. And Russellville going to go quickly here on 4th down. They got 3 timeouts, but with 45 seconds, they're running on. Their heavy package there, running off the lineman. Graham on 4th, down and 2, back to pass, throwing. It's completed screen, but Southside sniffed it out, and they're going to lose yardage and turn the ball over on downs. Well, they went quickly that time and probably caught Southside a little by surprise going quickly, but they did not catch Southside by surprise by running that screen. It loses 3 yards, and Russellville turns the ball over on downs. 4th and 2, they lost 3 yards on the play. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the first half. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. I say that because Southside now running on. I feel like they got a lot of time with 31 seconds and 3 timeouts left. Russellville trailing 20-14. They will get the ball to start second half, but that only means anything if you can stop them right here. And look, this Southside's going to take a knee. I'm surprised at that. I'm surprised that they're taking a knee here. They're up by 6. Again, 31 seconds and 3 timeouts. That's surprising to me, but that's the way we're going to finish the first half. There's still 17 seconds on the clock, but Southside running off the field, and so is Russellville. Go ahead.
No, I started to say it looked like Southside was wanting to come back on the field, but they are running off.
Entertaining first half. Cyclones trailing 20-14. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
The right roof starts with the right roofer. Your home is your largest investment, and when it's time for a roof repair or replacement, look no further than Miller Roofing Company. Miller Roofing has been in business over 30 years and sports a 9-time Best of the Best in the River Valley. They earn this reputation through stability and quality of service. Don't take my word for it. Go visit Lori and Wendell's new expansive showroom at 318 South Arkansas in Russellville, or by giving them a call at 890-3499. Miller Roofing Company will help you love where you live.
Hi, this is Carl Kirtley, Commercial Loan Officer with Centennial Bank. We're more than just a financial institution. We're a mainstay in the lives of the customers we serve and the communities we live in. We put our customers first, making sure each experience at Centennial is a great one while taking care of all their banking needs. We pride ourselves on giving back to our local community, and we partner with organizations that do the same. At Centennial Bank, we're always banking with you in mind. NMLS 466091, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When knee, hip, or back pain rob you of your mobility, count on St. Mary's Regional Medical Center for compassionate, individualized care. From sports medicine to joint replacement, we address the pain and keep you moving. Our enhanced cleaning, mask requirements, and social distancing help keep you safe. St. Mary's Regional, count on us. Take our free joint pain assessment at stmarysregional.com.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
KCJC, Dardanelle, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country. KCJC.
Welcome back. We're at halftime. The Cyclones trailing the Mavericks of Fort Smith Southside by a score of 20-14. Russellville just kind of played seesaw there with the Fort Smith Southside. Russellville took the lead first, leading at 7-0 after a bad punt. That followed a big sack that followed a big sack by Ben Hallmark. Russellville led at 7-0. Southside scored 13 consecutive points, led 13-7. Russellville took the lead back on that 1-yard touchdown run by Ben Hallmark, led at 14-13. That didn't last too long. In less than 3 minutes, Southside had taken the lead back for good, at least for the rest of the first half. Sorg hit Kent Carlisle on a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the extra point was good. That's where we stand, 20-14. And your thoughts to this first half?
Well, we said at the beginning of the pregame that the defense would be tested, and they have tonight. One thing that really stands out to me is the running back Tucker, how they've used him coming out of the backfield and to catch a swing pass. He's been open every time, and as you call him, he was a safety valve. I'm sure the quarterbacks looked over, his receivers couldn't see anybody, so they hit a little swing pass to Tucker, and he's gained quite a bit of yardage. We're going to have to watch that. Also, the time that the quarterback has to look over his receivers. I know there are times we put pressure. There's times we've sacked him a couple of times. But he's had really not much pressure as he looks over his receivers. And there's only so much that the secondary can do as far as covering them. So a little more pressure on the quarterback. But the thing that really has the positive thing that's jumped out at me is number 15 Foster for the Cyclones. This young man, only a sophomore, the Mavericks, they can't bring him down. They don't know what to do with him. He has run over them, around them, through them. You can tell this is a very talented young man that Russellville needs to put the ball in his hands and see what he can do.
Really looking at the offense for Russell, it's been feast or famine. I mean, they've had touchdown drives and they had drive that end in punts and some 3 and outs that had given the Mavericks the opportunity to take the lead. But don't forget that there was an interception for Russellville that had seemingly stopped the Mavericks, but there was a pass interference penalty against Russellville that kept Southside's drive alive. You never know what could have happened had momentum really shifted over to Russellville had that not been a penalty against the Cyclones. They trail it here 20-14 here at halftime at Jim Rowland Stadium on the campus of Fort Smith Southside. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll give you the stats from the first half. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Alathus Realty is proud to support all of our local student athletes. At Alathus Realty, we believe the community comes first, and there's nothing quite like community under the bright lights of Friday night. Alathus Realty is determined to provide our area with gold standard service in every aspect of your real estate transaction. So whether you're loading up to go to the game or settling in for an evening at home, you can rest assured Alathus Realty is taking care of you. Call us today, 479-968-5668. Alathus Realty. Find us on Facebook today.
Ashley Air is proud to be an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. We've served the River Valley since 1958, the same year that the legendary Frank Boyles took over as the Razorback football coach. The Hogs have had some great coaches, but we've never had so many on campus all at once. Sam Pittman, Eric Musselman, Dave Van Horn, and Mike Neighbors, just to name a few. What an incredible team. We put together quite a team at Ashley Air, too, and we couldn't be more excited to partner with our state's flagship athletic program. Woo Pig Suey!
Redwoods fans, this is Coach Butch Jones, and it's game week. We need you in Centennial Bank Stadium this Saturday.
Hatcher steps up, throws left, throwing for Rucker, caught inside the 20. Rucker inside the 10. He's going to score. Touchdown, Corey Rucker from 34 yards out.
Help us lock the vault. Secure your seat now. Visit astateredwolves.com or call 870-972-2781. Wolves up.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family and was passionate about taking care of you. That is the philosophy of everyone who works here at A Better Way Realty. We want your business because we earn it, period. Discover what experience and heart can do with A Better Way Realty. Find us on Facebook and see the difference. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
Welcome back. We're at halftime at Fort Smith Southside. The Mavericks leading the Cyclones 20-14. The stats of the first half look like this. Russellville with 149 total yards of offense. The Mavericks 179. Focusing on the Cyclones, Gavin Graham passing was 9 of 14 for 58 yards. Did have one touchdown pass. That was a 24-yard touchdown pass to Trenton Stokes. Stokes has 2 catches for 23 yards, including that touchdown. Alec Bowles has 3 catches for 17 yards, and David Donahoe 1 catch for 15 yards. That was on that screen on the 4th down play. Big play for Russellville. Ended in a touchdown drive. Carrying the football, the Russellville Cyclones have 22 carries for 91 yards. David Donahoe 7 carries for 16 yards. Tracy Daniels 6 carries for 21. Mekhi Foster 24 yards. He's leading the way on just 4 carries, averaging 6 yards a carry. Of course, just 4 carries for Mekhi Foster. For the Mavericks, they're throwing the football. I mean, they got 186 yards passing. They have -7 yards rushing. Rushing has not worked. Even Amari Tucker out of the backfield, 7 carries for 6 yards. Does have a 12-yard carry. That shows you he's had some big losses. But David Sorg, 13 of 15. He's been near perfect. 186 yards and 3 touchdown passes. Now think about this. 186 yards, 125 of that has come on 3 plays. Big plays for the Mavericks. That's been the story of their first half. The biggest one was a 78-yard touchdown pass to Kent Carlisle. He has 84 yards receiving on 2 catches and 2 touchdowns. 6 catches for Dimitri Lloyd. He's been a hoss to bring down, 55 yards and a touchdown. Luke Wyatt, a quarterback from last year, before heading into the Russellville game, switched to wide receiver, has 3 catches for 24 yards. The Cyclones 36 total plays to the Mavericks 24. Russellville, Cyclones averaging 3.9 yards on first down. The Mavericks 3.4. Penalties has been a problem for Russellville. 5 penalties for 40 yards. That's not counting the kickoff out of bounds. 1 penalty on the Mavericks for a total of 5 yards. Third down conversions, Russellville 2 of 8. Mavericks 0 for 2. Mavericks have not gone for a 4th down situation. Russellville's gone for 3 of them and converted it twice. The Cyclones trailing here by a score of 20-14. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll give you a few scores from around the state. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
At Fleet Tire Point S, the S stands for service, selection, and savings. The tire and automotive experts at Fleet Tire Point S have more than 30 years of experience in the industry. So if you need tires for that summer vacation, think Fleet Tire Point S, consistently offering unparalleled service and quality tires to fit every budget, because you, the customer, are always the top priority at Fleet Tire Point S. Come by today and experience the Fleet Tire Point S difference. Fleet Tire Point S on Arkansas Avenue, your local tire and auto service center. No stress with Point S.
This is Danny Hips with Phil Wright Autoplex in Russellville. Summer's here and family vacations have begun. When you're traveling and making family memories, the last thing you want to worry about is vehicle problems on the side of the road. Depend on us for your safest and best looking vehicles on the road from Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Toyota. We still have brand new and pre-owned vehicles arriving weekly. And if you don't find the vehicle you're looking for in our lot, let us know and we can have it here in days. Shop us online at philwright.com or come see us at Phil Wright Autoplex, exit 84, just off I-40, Russellville.
Shane here from Off-Road Tire. The thing that makes Off-Road Tire so special is their care for doing the job right. With a name like Off-Road Tire, of course they're an authority in lift kits and aftermarket mods for your truck, but it just so happens that they are specialists in all kinds of vehicles. They can take care of your minivan right next to the four-wheel drives with quality, consistent results. Go see my friends at Off-Road Tire just 0.2 of a mile past UEC Theaters in Russellville. Off-Road Tire.
Mr. Brake and Lube, your local Pennzoil 10-minute oil change superstop at 1415 East Main in Russellville, is looking for good, motivated people who have good people skills to join their team. Experience in automotive is encouraged but not required. Mr. Brake and Lube is an equal opportunity employer. Come be a part of the Mr. Brake and Lube family. Fill out an application at 1415 East Main Street, Russellville, and follow Mr. Brake and Lube on Facebook to keep up with monthly specials.
Welcome back to Jim Rowland Stadium in Fort Smith, Southside, as the Southside Mavericks lead the Russellville Cyclones by a score of 20-14. This halftime show brought to you by Off-Road Tire. Don't drive a wimpy truck. And looking at some scores from across the state. Greenwood and Fort Smith Northside just across the way here. Greenwood leading Northside 14-13. It mentioned this in the pregame. It said this is the first time that they maybe ever in the regular season that Southside and Northside both have hosted games on the same night. Usually one's in town, one's out of town. But the Greenwood leading Northside by a point right now, 14-13. Lake Hamilton all over Malvern, 28-0, shutting them out. Mountain Home supposed to lose to Nettleton. They're leading Nettleton in the second quarter, 21-7. Van Buren, same score, leading Rogers Heritage, 21-7. Siloam Springs ahead of Harrison, 19-7. So except for this game, seems like everybody in our conference is leading in the second quarter or at halftime. Local scores for you: Salem leading Dover at the half, 24-8. Charleston and Pottsville are both tied at 14. That's also a halftime score. A lot of area teams that are off this week. Of course, they instituted that about 3 years ago. They instituted the week 0, where you could have a week off in the first 4 weeks. You got 4 weeks to play 3 conference games. And tonight, as it would have it, Dardanelle, Lamar, Ozark, and Waldron, they're all open from out of that conference. I don't think anybody in our conference has an open date. Also, next week, Russellville going to face Valonia. That'll be on Thursday night, not Friday night. Thursday night at Cyclone Stadium. Right now, Valonia, look, I know they got a good quarterback in Austin Myers, but maybe the surprise team here, where they just easily handled Greene County Tech. They are leading Maumelle right now, 20-13. That is a second quarter score. Conway, look at the big boys here, the 7A, Conway ahead of Jonesboro in the second quarter, 7-6. And that Greenwood Northside game officially now at halftime, with Greenwood leading Northside by a point, 14-13. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll give you the scoring summary of this first half. The Cyclones trailing the Mavericks. It's been an entertaining first half, but the good guys trailing here by 6. You're listening to the AB Sports and KCJC Cyclone Football. Back after this.
On average, you spend 33% of your life in bed, so why are you sleeping on a worn-out mattress? Box Drop in Russellville is dropping factory outlet pricing on your favorite name brand mattresses. Save up to 70% on Serta, Simmons, and other national brands. Same-day deliveries available. See Marty for details. Better sleep, better price, better life. Get factory outlet pricing at Box Drop, your mattress and furniture factory outlet store at Funky Town Mall, 1610 South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville, and boxdroprussellville.com.
Holton Lee and the folks at Strikers Bowling Alley Russellville have some great weekend specials they want to remind you about. Friday night, all you can bowl for $17.75 per person from 4 until 9 at Strikers, and Saturdays from 1 to 5, enjoy a special price per game of just $3.75 per person. Just a few of the many reasons to come and have some fun at Strikers Bowling Alley Russellville. Strikers on West Main by the theater.
West Fraser Lumber in Russellville are proud supporters of our local athletic programs and love their community. Right now, West Fraser's Russellville location is looking for a hardworking millwright that's interested in joining their team. West Fraser offers competitive pay, paid holidays and vacations, and a benefits package. So go online at westfraser.com/careers and complete an application today. That's westfraser.com/careers. Choose a career with West Fraser because your future is up to you.
Feltner's Athletes Corner half of half clearance sale is now in progress. Save half of half off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half of half or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trailing the Mavericks 20-14. Let's say a couple things. First, here, just heard the ad for Strikers Bowling Alley. Strikers is also, they allow the Cyclone bowling team, as we started the bowling team 2 years ago, they allow them to play all their home matches at Strikers, and we really are always appreciative of that, really helping out. Also, along those same lines, the Russellville Country Club, they've allowed Russellville to host all their home matches there, and the new pro there, also all the members. They're just nothing but accommodating to all the student golfers there, and it's just been fantastic. And the Cyclones had the Cyclone Invitational here this past Wednesday, and I got to mention this, sophomore Noah Abington had a 66. That's 18-hole round. That's walking, And I think at least in the last 3 years, that's been the lowest round of any player, whether it been Russellville or a visiting member coming in, shooting a 66, 8 birdies in that round, and a fantastic job there. Personal best for Noah. And congratulations to that young man, the sophomore Noah Abington. And also had, a few more golfers getting some personal best. Jet Bull, I know, shot at 81. Baylor Cooper was in there in the 80s, and also Chloe and Claire McSpadden, Macy Cooper. They're gearing up for their conference in a couple weeks, and that'll be hosted by Valonia over at Greystone. And our well wishes go to the Lady Cyclone golf team as they're getting close to conference and hopefully a run at state the week after. Here, Russellville trailing at the half, 20-14. We'll give you the breakdown on how it happened scoring summary-wise. After a terrible punt by Southside, Russellville took over on their first drive on the Southside 33-yard line. Took them 5 plays to score. On a third down and long play, Gavin Graham hit Trenton Stokes a 24-yard touchdown pass. Noe Jimenez kicked the extra point with 8:39 left to play in the first quarter. Cyclones led at 7-0. The Mavericks took over after Russellville had another drive of 3 and out. David Sorg hit Dimitri Lloyd for a 7-yard touchdown pass. De La Souce hit the extra point. That was a 48-yard drive in 5 plays. Only took 60 seconds. Still in the first quarter. And still in the first quarter with 3:42 left, Southside struck again. Sorg hit Kent Carlisle, a 78-yard touchdown pass. However, the extra point was blocked by Gabe Hogue of Russellville, and Southside led 13-7. In the second quarter, after another bad punt, Russellville took over on the Southside 44-yard line. In 10 plays in just under 4 minutes, Russellville scored a big fourth down conversion there on a pass from Graham, screen pass to Donahoe, and ended up being a 1-yard touchdown run from Ben Hallmark, who had to come in to play quarterback out of the Wildcat formation. He scored from 1 yard out. Jimenez gave Russellville the lead with an extra point, 14-13. The Mavericks did to take the lead before the end of the first half with 5:50 left to play in the first half. Sorg hit Kent Carlisle for his second touchdown reception. De La Souce kicked the extra point. That capped off a 72-yard drive in 8 plays. The drive took 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and the Cyclones trail the Mavericks here at the half by a score of 20-14. Nowadays when we have halftime, it's just a suggestion when they put up 20 minutes on the clock because that's winded down. I'm looking up, it's got 12 seconds on the clock, and I see Russellville coaches are out. Southside team is getting ready to come out, but what they always do is they just wait for the teams to come out, and then they put 3 more minutes on the clock because we didn't have a big, long presentation or anything like that at halftime here at Southside. They just they just sort of take their own time, and I think that's sort of been the norm. That's just what happens nowadays. We wait till the officials come out and get the teams out, and then they put 3 minutes, and that's what they're doing right now. They're saying 3 minutes on the clock. Start it right now. So the teams are going to warm up. Southside's out on the field. Russellville not yet out of the locker room. So we're going to take a final break. We come back, we'll have the second half. Remember, Russellville's going to get the ball to start the second half, trailing by 6 to Southside 20-14. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Hey, it's Drew Mitchell for Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery. Lakeside is really proud this year to be sponsoring our local sports all throughout the River Valley. They're committed to the area. It's just another way they show that. When you're in the market for dentures, wisdom teeth, or whatever the case may be, remember Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery, and check out their website at lakesideofs.com. Lakeside Oral Surgery, helping make the broadcast of local sports throughout the River Valley possible.
Money, they say it greases the wheels of commerce. Everybody has to have a little now and again. If you're a little low on cash, bring your old, unwanted, or broken gold or silver jewelry into Joshua's Fine Jewelry and let us convert it into beautiful, brand new cash. Take your girl out for a night on the town. Buy your mom something nice. If you're not using it, sell it for top dollar at Joshua's Fine Jewelry in beautiful downtown Russellville.
How many times have you had to go without your heating or your air unit when you needed it most? Your family's freezing or sweating and they look to you for relief. You call someone and they say it's going to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Do you really feel like you have a choice? Well, now you do. Call Tony at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 for a free second opinion from a guy you can trust to take care of you and your family and get that unit running without all the extra charges. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air. Found your dream home? Well, the folks at First State Bank can make that dream home a reality. Johnny Story along to remind you, you can apply for that home loan online. That's right, online, simply by going to get all the details at First State Bank's Facebook page or check the First State Bank website. Not only will you find home loans online, but you'll also be able to locate a variety of services they provide for their great customers. First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Fort Smith Southside. The Cyclones trailing the Mavericks 20-14. We want to thank all the Cyclone sponsors, especially Alathus Realty. Buying or selling your home has never been easier. Call our friends at Alathus Realty. The Cyclones back out on the field, getting ready to start the second half. Russellville, as we said, trailing by 6 on a nice, clear night here at Fort Smith. Game time, the temperature is 89 degrees. Says 82 here, but feels a little bit cooler than that. Feels really nice outside, and the Cyclones going to have the ball to start the second half. And boy, you really like to get this start off with a good kickoff return. And Russellville's 2 touchdown drives have come when they've started on the south side of the 50. You'd like to see a long touchdown drive here, just sort of get the some confidence going for the Cyclone offense there. In that first half, 149 yards of offense, 179 for Southside. Both defenses playing pretty well, actually, even though there were 5 touchdowns scored total. You got to look at it, and the defense wasn't always put in the best position, especially Southside's defense. Russellville gave their defense a short field to work with one time. Southside going to kick off here is their kicker, Jackson De La Souce, has lined it up on left side of the hash on the 40-yard line. Ready for the second half. 2 players back deep for the Cyclones, back at the 5-yard line. De La Souce the kick. It's a wobbly kick. Going to angle towards the goal line and in the end zone. Donahoe lets it go. Automatic touchback. You can't bring it out in high school football. As soon as it crosses that goal line, it's a dead ball. Russellville start at their own 20-yard line. Russellville's average drive start has actually been the 34 tonight. Again, they've had 2 drives where they started on south side of the 50. Those were the 2 touchdown drives. Russellville going to start out here with 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Graham, the quarterback. In the backfield with him will be Damon Donahoe. He'll shift over to the right side of Graham. First play of the second half. Graham bring a man in motion. He's going to give it on the fly sweep to Mekhi Foster. He's across the 20, 25, runs into his own man. Be taken down at the 26-yard line. Technically, that's a pass because it was a forward shovel. That's safe because if it's dropped, it's an incomplete pass. But it goes a completion to Mekhi Foster at the 26-yard line.
Had the blocking out there, but the defense for Southside caught up very quickly. I really thought he was going to gain more yards than that.
With that 6-yard pass, Gavin Graham 10 of 15 for 64 yards. Does have a touchdown pass. Looking at second down and 4. It's a good play on first down. Get you second short yardage. You have all kinds of options open. Mekhi Foster stays in the game at the running back position, and Damon Donahoe runs off. And now we have a stoppage of play. The man in the white hat talking over to Mekhi Foster. And he's going to have to go out because I think his helmet popped off, and you have to go out for at least one play. So Donahoe's going to come back in and be the running back here. Graham going to communicate the play to him. Second down and 4. Yeah, unless an opponent takes off your helmet, you have to come out for at least one play. That rule, 2 or 3 years ago they instituted that rule. Graham, play action, throwing the far side. It's complete. Enough for the first down across the 30 to the 34-yard line. Elijah Clark's first catch of the game. He caught that one in traffic, too. There was a lot of bodies around him. He gets to the 33-yard line, a pickup of 7 on the play. Russellville's 9th first down of the game. Shout out to our sponsor, Fleet Tire Point S. No stress with Point S. Ball at the 33-yard line. Cyclones going with more of a hurry-up type lineup, but then stopping and looking. You have 2 wide receivers to each side. They're both in single file line. So 4 total. They're going to give it off to Donahoe straight up the middle. He's across the 35 to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 7 yards on the first down.
That Russellville offensive line is really pushing Southside's defense back. They're charging off that ball.
In our pregame show with Coach Dave Wheeler, he mentioned how a lot of this game is all about adjustments and how you adjust. And Russellville coming out looks adjusted pretty well, especially on first down. The first time they had it, 6 yards there. Here's 7 yards on first down, bringing up 2nd and 3 for the Cyclones. Donahoe will move over to the left, back to the right of Graham. Same formation with 2 wide receivers to each side. So it's pass complete to Caden Rose. He's got the first down on the quick little slant. He's across the 45 to the 48-yard line.
Rose was wide open. There was nobody on him. That's a good pass.
Pass was a little high. Rose had to bring his hands up and catch it. However, it seemed like he was the second man through. Seems like the 2 defensive players went with Stokes and left Rose wide open on that quick little slant. First down for the Cyclones at the 48-yard line of Russellville. The scoreboard here at Jim Rowland Stadium has gone completely off. So we have the little play clock, though, at the bottom. We know there's 9 minutes, 45 seconds left. Graham, play action, going to roll to his right, trying to avoid pressure. He tucks it and runs. He's across midfield down the right sideline and knocked hard out of bounds. He was a runner. Big hit. It was a legal hit, but a vicious hit. He gets to about the 40-yard line, though. He doesn't mind. It's a pickup of 12 for Graham. He took a shot there, but he was a runner at that point. Russellville has it 1st and 10 at the south side 40-yard line. Graham, to his credit, quickly was back on the field. 2 wide receivers again to each side. Again, this formation where it's almost a single file line. Stokes and Rose on the right side. Bowles and Clark on the left side. First down and 10 for the Cyclones. 9 minutes, 33 seconds left, third quarter. Donahoe gets the call here on first down, weaving his way across the 40 to about the 35. They gave him before progress. He'll have 5 yards on that carry. It looks like they are going to. And Donahoe now, 9 carries for 28 yards. Again, this big scoreboard clock here has gone completely off. They have a play clock in both end zones, and above that play clock is the game clock, so that's still working. Russellville trailing here 20-14, but they're on Southside's 35-yard line. Second down and 5. Low snap, and Tracy Daniels, play action pass to him. Graham going to roll out to his right, and he takes a hit at the 33. He lunges forward. They're going to mark him down to 33. They must have said his knee hit. Pickup of 2 yards on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for Russellville. Ball on the right hash mark. Cyclones trailing by 6. Caden Rose out. Bringing a heavy package with Ben Hallmark. Yeah, we call him the punter, the tight end, the S-back, even the quarterback. He ran one play at quarterback, got the 1-yard touchdown run. He's lined up at S-back behind the guard and the tackle. Tracy Daniels going to get the call. He's got the first down. Lowers his shoulder at the 30, plows forward for an extra 4 or 5 yards. Tracy Daniels, who had 2 touchdowns on the ground last week, gets this first down here to the Southside 26-yard line. He's got 7 carries for 28 yards tonight. Russellville has it 1st and 10 at the Maverick 26-yard line. 8 minutes, 7 seconds left to play third quarter. We're on the opening drive. Cyclones started at their own 20-yard line here. Daniels going to get the call again. Little counter play, runs back to the right. He'll be tripped up about the 22. 4 yards on that pickup. This will be the 10th play of this drive. Russellville's gained 58 yards on this drive. Slow, methodical, picking up first downs, moving the chains. 7:38 left to play here in the third quarter. Best way to stop Southside's offense, keep them on the bench. Wide receiver to each side. Hallmark, a little wider here. Play action. Graham throwing on the slant. It's complete at the 10, the 5, and Elijah Clark brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
That was a beautiful pass. Graham led him perfectly right across the middle.
Russellville going quick. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Graham out of the shotgun. Daniels in the backfield. Daniels will get the call. He's going to be hit in the backfield. Broke that tackle. Plowing forward. Get some help from the offensive line. Pushing forward. And let's see. One Cyclone trying to say it's a touchdown. They're going to mark him down at the 1-yard line. 2-yard pickup. Got to give an assist to some offensive linemen. They were helping push him forward and bring up 2nd down and goal for Russellville. This time from the 1. Last time they were here, they ran the Wildcat package, but it's going to be Graham out of the shotgun. Daniels to his right, and they are going to move it once again. Graham goes at wide receiver left side. Hallmark run the Wildcat. He's going to place himself behind Tracy Daniels, the running back. Catches the snap, runs it right, and easily into the end zone for the touchdown. Ben Hallmark, a 1-yard touchdown run, and Russellville has tied it at 20.
Yeah, they expected him to go right up the middle, right off that right guard, but he broke it to the outside, and nobody was there to stop him.
With 6:36 left to play here in the third quarter, Cyclones have tied this game on the opening drive. 80-yard drive. How about that? Noe Jimenez on to try the extra point, and it is good. Cyclones take a 21-20 lead. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability, durability, and versatility built in, like #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today. In the River Valley, see River Valley Tractor on Weir Road in Russellville.
Welcome back. The Cyclones taking the lead on that last touchdown drive. Russellville goes 80 yards in 12 plays. 5 minutes and 24 seconds. Opening drive of the second half. Ben Hallmark, a 1-yard touchdown run. Noah Jimenez's extra point gave the Cyclones a 1-point lead, 21-20. Thanks to all our sponsors, including Mr. Brake and Lube. Well, that's a good way to open second half. 80-yard drive, eat up some clock.
That block extra point that we did, that's looks like that's going to be an important factor in this game.
There's the kick, and it goes out of bounds. They can take it. As we said before, when this happened, they get different options. I think they're probably going to take it to the 35-yard line. I mean, it goes as a penalty on Russellville. Kind of hard to always chart that because it's not really penalty yardage. Without the 2 kicks, Russellville has 5 penalties for 40 yards. Count the 2 kicks out of bounds. It's been 7 penalties. We'll see how Southside wants to play this, how they want to answer it. Sorg, high snap. It pops high up in the air off his hands. He throws it, gets rid of it somehow. Completed pass back at the 30-yard line. Tucker breaking a couple tackles, but then brought down at the 31-yard line. That had disaster written all over it for Southside, somehow they escaped with only a loss of 3 yards.
He was lucky to get rid of that ball.
Yeah, hit off his hands high in the air. Caught it, sort of shoveled it forward to the right side to Tucker. A loss of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 13. Sorg, again a high snap, but this one handled easily. And gets it to Tucker on the little swing pass. He's hit at the line and driven forward for about a yard. Ty Hips and Hallmark there on the stop. Bring up 3rd down and long for the Mavericks. Russellville leading 21-20. Scoreboard is off here. It went off sometime during the 3rd quarter, but we do see the game clock. 5:38 left to play here in the 3rd. Sorg, check with me. He has 2 wide receivers to each side as they're facing 3rd down and long. They have not converted a 3rd down yet. They're 0 for 2. High snap once again. He's throwing it deep downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Players got tangled up with each other. They were going to Kent Carlisle, but Russellville has exactly the same right to that football. Elijah Stratton. Both legs got caught up and actually hit off the hands of Stratton, who almost had an interception there. Carlisle came up kind of looking for a flag, but I think he realized that was not, they didn't push me down. We just got tangled up. 4th down and 12 for the Mavericks, and they're going to have to punt this football away.
A lot of pressure on the quarterback. He got hit about the time he released that ball, so I'm sure that had a factor in it.
Russellville 2 players back, Hips and Gabe Hogue. Try to return this punt. Gavin Grant, the punter for Southside, at his own 20-yard line. Angles it to the right side, gets this kick away. It's a wobbly, terrible punt. Barely kicks a 1st down. In fact, it goes out at the yard line. He's had one good one and several bad ones. I thought after he kicked that 2nd good one, I thought, okay, maybe that was just bad. That's a 12-yard punt. The first touchdown drive for Russellville was set up by just a punt that went under 30 yards. This one goes 12. Russellville leading by 1 with 5:11 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. They've not been up 2 scores. Technically, I guess they go up 2 scores here. Touchdown, extra point, put you up 8. That could be 1 or 2, depending on how you look at it. Russellville has the ball at the Southside 45-yard line to start this drive. Throw on the quick screen, or quick slant, is complete to Elijah Clark. He's hit hard at the 36-yard line, and he's slow, very slow to get up. And you hate to speculate, but it looks like he's got the wind knocked out of him. And he was sandwiched there on the quick slant. I tell you, Russellville's been going with that formation of 2 wide receivers to each side in a single file line. They came out in the 3rd quarter and they've done that, and it's really given Southside problems. Now we have an official injury timeout as Clark is still down. So we're going to take a quick break. Russellville leading it here 21-20 with 5:01 left to play here in the 3rd. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
We can't say it enough. The Old South serves breakfast anytime, and their breakfast specials just can't be beat. Of course, their standard breakfast of 2 eggs served with your choice of oatmeal, grits, or hash browns, your choice of toast, biscuit, or English muffin, and a choice of ham, bacon, sausage, or Petit Jean bologna. That's right, bologna for breakfast is an Old South staple. Check their menu on their Old South Facebook page, and we'll see you soon at the Old South, East Main, Russellville.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional.
Not been joined back yet from the radio, but we will hear shortly. Screen pass for Russellville, incomplete, out of bounds, and they are saying that it was a forward pass. I was looking to see, because if it's a backward pass, they're going to mark it out of bounds, but no, it is an incomplete pass. They were trying to go to Tracy Daniels here. Elijah Clark did walk off under his own power. Russellville now looking at 3rd down and 1 after that incomplete pass at the Southside 36-yard line. And now the play clock is off on one side, the side where Russellville's going towards. And so the play clock behind them, where Southside can see, that one's still working. That's completely off, and the big scoreboard's completely off. 4:51 left, and heavy package again. Here's Ben Hallmark. Hakeson, he breaks a tackle at the 30-yard line, breaks free at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Cyclones! 36 yards on the touchdown run by Ben Hallmark.
Oh, my. He was hit 2 or 3 times, and you thought he was stopped. But he kept those legs moving and scored the touchdown.
On 3rd down and 1, came in with a Wildcat formation. Had the first down, broke a tackle at the 30, broke another one at the 20. 36 yards for the score, and Russellville leads by 7. They're going to kick the extra point. Leading by 7, Noe Jimenez on to try it. It's long enough, and it is good. Cyclones lead it 28-20. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
A solid roof for your business is key to keeping your employees, products, and valuables dry and clean. If you're experiencing roof leaks that are resulting in damaged equipment, stained ceilings, and walls, then don't let Mother Nature get the best of your business. The folks at E&F Roofing offer free commercial roof inspections, but their experience is priceless for your business, not to lose productivity and extend the life of your roof. So contact E&F Roofing today for a free commercial inspection at 479-272-4069.
Welcome back. 4:42 left to play here in the third quarter. Russellville now leads it by 8. On a 3rd down and 1, trying to get the first down. Ben Hallmark gets the first down, then he goes 36 yards for the touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown tonight. Tracy Daniels had 2 last week. Ben's got 3 tonight. Russellville leads it 28-20. After Noe Jimenez kicked through the extra point. Noe Jimenez fakes the kickoff here. They tried this before. Now a 2-yard walk up. Pooch kicked this one. It's going to be caught at the 27-yard line. Across the 30, near the 35, is Desmond Lopez Fulbright, who's a wide receiver. Has been very quiet for them tonight. They have not thrown to him very much at all. He does touch football here, and he gets to the 32-yard line. And that's where Southside will start.
Well, they're moving it up to the 34.
Lopez Fulbright has been their leading receiver coming into this game with 18 receptions. I don't think he has a catch tonight. Russellville leads it by 8. Play action pass. Sorg rolling to his right, throwing, jumping high and catching it is Lloyd, and he gets across the 40 to the 43-yard line. Don't want him to get going. Dimitri Lloyd is such a tough player to bring down, especially when he gets a full head of steam like that. He gets to the 43, a 9-yard pickup. He's got 7 catches for 64 yards and a touchdown tonight. Southside going quickly. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Sorg with the running back Tucker to his left. Sorg back to pass, looking left. He's got plenty of time. He's throwing left side. It's going to be dropped. Lopez Fulbright was wide open there, and I think he was expecting Booker to get the interception. Booker was there. It just somehow went through his hands and maybe took Lopez's eyes off the football there momentarily. It'll bring up 3rd down and 1 for Southside at their own 43-yard line. 4:06 left to play third quarter. Play clock on both sides now back up and running, but the scoreboard is still completely off. Sorg back to pass. Looked like he was going to go deep downfield. He goes underneath now to Lopez Fulbright. He's got the first down into Cyclone territory at the 46-yard line. I think Sorg was really wanting to go deep, but their deep guy was double covered. But they do get the first down and into Cyclone territory after the 11-yard completion to Lopez Fulbright, his first catch of the night. Sorg on first down, back to pass once again. He's going to go for it all and going for Carlisle, and he overshot him by about 2 yards. Now, he wasn't wide open, but he was open, and they've hooked up twice for touchdowns tonight, he and Kent Carlisle. Carlisle burned Greenwood last week with 156 yards receiving. He's got 84 yards tonight on just 2 catches. Had a big 78-yard touchdown reception. 2nd down and 10 for the Mavericks. Russellville leading 28-20 at the 46-yard line of the Cyclones. Sorg back to pass once again. Little stop route. Nobody's open. Throw it out of the backfield. This is Amari Tucker. He's complete. He gets to the 45 and driven backwards by Ty Hips. I think Ty almost looked like he was holding him up trying to poke the ball free.
Looked like it. Only gained a yard.
It's 3rd down and 9. Ball on the left hash mark. Cyclones running in an extra linebacker here. That is Alex Bonilla on 3rd down and long. Sorg back to pass, throwing far side incomplete. Going for Luke Wyatt on that far side, who's kind of been quiet tonight too. Would have been a 1st down, but would have been a really hard pass to complete. Luke Wyatt's father was a Southside Rebel and won a state championship here. I think he was on the first state championship team, Southside, 1983.
Going for it.
They are on 4th down and 9 from the Cyclone 45-yard line. Sorg. They are going to go for it. Back to pass. Here comes the blitz. Steps up, throws it. It's incomplete. Carlisle ran into Elijah Stratton, and now the flag comes in. It's going to be a defensive pass interference against Stratton. And I tell you, it looked like they were confused anyway because he was cutting to the middle, and Sorg was wanting them to run backwards. I say that because Sorg has chased down Carlisle, and he was talking to him about the route. And I think because he was pointing, saying, hey, you're supposed to be over this way. So Southside bailed out by a penalty on the Cyclones. It'll not an automatic 1st down, but it'll give the Mavericks a 1st down as they only needed 9 yards. This is going to keep their drive alive. We've seen one of their drives kept alive because of a penalty that negated a Cyclone interception. This one here gets put down at the 30-yard line of Russellville, 15-yard penalty, so a 1st down for the Mavericks. With 3:10 left to play here in the 3rd quarter, Cyclones leading at 28-20. The big scoreboard back up here at Jim Rowland Stadium. Here comes the blitz. It's because it's a screen pass. Tucker sidesteps him in at the 30. He's down the left sideline. 15-10, 5 touchdown Southside.
That's what we talked about at halftime. Tucker, little swing pass coming out of the backfield. He is wide open.
Well, he slipped the man. That could have been dropped for a loss. He just slipped a tackle there and then was racing down the left side. Russellville leads it by 2, and, you know, there's the coaching rule here is you don't chase points until the 4th quarter. I still thought they might go for 2 here, but looks like they're going to try the extra point. At least they're going to line up like it. De La Souce to try to make it a 1-point game. With Russellville leading at 28-26. Wait, see if they actually do. They do, and the extra point is good. Russellville still leads, but it's down to 1 point, 28-27. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
The right route starts with the right route.
Welcome back. The Cyclones lead it by a point. 2:58 left to play here in the 3rd quarter.
I was watching Coach Wheeler. He's given the line judge over a earful. He even took his hat off.
On that last drive, 66 yards, 7 plays for the Mavericks. 1:44 is how long it took. Sorg hooked up with Amari Tucker on the little screen pass for 30 yards. Extra point was good, but remember, because that blocked extra point earlier, the Cyclones still lead it by a point. Here's a kickoff by De La Souce. It's going to be fielded by Donahoe, and he fielded it right at the goal line. They say it crossed the goal line, so you can't return it, and Russ will have the ball at their own 20-yard line. So we appreciate all our Cyclone sponsors, including Better Way Realty, real estate done a better way. Looking at the game stats, 274 yards of offense for Russellville, 228 for the Mavericks. You know, in fairness, Russellville was behind on that, but realized they also had 2 short drives there for touchdowns in the first half. But that last drive they had more than made up for it. I guess the first drive, the 80-yard drive, and then, of course, that 45-yard drive for the touchdown. Russellville scored twice here in the second half. And incomplete pass to start this drive. Grant was under pressure, and he just chunked it to the middle of the field, hoping that Stokes or Bowes could run under it. They didn't see it, but luckily neither did the Southside Mavericks, and it falls harmlessly incomplete. 2nd down and 10 for Russellville, leading by a point. Feels like we should be near the end of the game, but we're only nearing the end of the third quarter. 2:53 left. Remember last week it was such a quick ball game because both Russell, or I guess 2 weeks ago, Russellville and Morrilton both running the football. Mackay Foster in. Southside showing blitz. Graham going to roll to his right, trying to get away from pressure, and he's slung down back inside the 5-yard line. And giving forward progress to the 4-yard line, but Russellville now in a deep hole, losing 16 yards on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 26 for the Cyclones. I mean, yeah, you want to get the first down, but if you don't get the first down, you want to get some yards to give your punting team a little bit of room to breathe here. And they're going to come with more of a heavy package here with the Hallmark in the game to be the S-back. Caden Rose steps out of the game. 2:15 left to play, third quarter, clock rolling. Russellville looking at 3rd and 26 from their own 4. That big 16-yard sack at Southside showing blitz again. They're going to blitz right into Mackay Foster. Slips 2 tackles. He's across the 5, the 10. Keeps his feet going. Gets to the 15-yard line. And still with push forward to the 20. That's still up. You can help your runner. And they're going to finally stop forward progress at the 20. And so Russellville gets those 16 yards back, but it's still going to be 4th and 10. They're going to have to punt the football away.
Another flag.
I would love it if it's against Southside because it would give Russellville a first down here.
You want to bet?
Southside's been penalized 1 time for 5 yards.
Isn't that amazing?
Well, actually 2. I forgot they had that unsportsmanlike conduct on the kickoff. Sorry about that. And they're talking it over. I hope it's not a flag on both teams, one on each team, because negate each other. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Fort Smith Southside. That's going to give Russellville first down. Boy, their coach has got to be upset with their players because they had Russellville stopped when they're kicking it from their own 20. And now this is going to give the Cyclones new life and a first down. A 15-yard penalty from the end of that run, which is to the 20. That gives the Cyclones the ball at the 35 and a first down. How about that? So Cyclones ball at their own 35-yard line. All right, let's make them pay. Russellville had it 3rd and 26 from their own 4. And because of a 16-yard run by Mackay Foster, aided by his offensive lineman, and a personal foul penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct, they've given Russellville a first down. Low snap. Graham. He's going to have to roll left. Now cuts back and rolls right. Just trying to get some room back left. He's going to heave it downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Ball's at the 40-yard line. And now this flag coming on this side, the Southside side. No flag coming on the far side. And he's going to talk about if this is, I don't know if he's talking about intentional grounding or what. The man that threw the flag said something to the white hat. Now he's walking back to where the flag is. The flag is at the 36-yard line. An eligible man downfield. Okay, against Russellville. And are they going to take the penalty? They are.
Yeah, the official over there close to the south side bench threw that flag.
Well, it probably was if it was an eligible man downfield, because with Graham rolling backwards, your lineman, they can only get 2 yards off the line of scrimmage. I thought surely not. He's not throwing the intentional grounding, because it was not intentional grounding. That's what the fans over here on the Southside side wanted. First down and 15 for the Cyclones at their own 30-yard line. Russellville might be okay with that. They get an extra down, 1st and 15 rather than 2nd and 10. Stacked wide receivers to each side now. Mackay Foster motions out. They're going to screen to him. No, they're going to throw across the middle. They got Stokes open. He's at midfield. He's at the 45-40. Can't slip that last tackle. Brought down inside the 40 of Southside to the 36. And they faked the screen pass through the slant pattern. It was wide open there, and Stokes picked up big yardage for the Cyclones.
Beautiful pass by Graham, laid it right in his hands.
That's 34 yards. I think that's Russellville's second longest play from scrimmage tonight, their longest pass play. Remember, their longest play was Ben Hallmark, the 36-yard touchdown run. That gives the Cyclones first down and 10, leading by a point with 1:05 left to play here in the third quarter. Here's the handoff to Mackay Foster. He's going to be wrapped up and slammed down behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him forward progress to the line of scrimmage. think they're being generous on that. I thought he at least lost a yard. They're going to mark him down at the 36-yard line. And now we have timeout called by Fort Smith Southside. Their defensive coordinator and coach are upset with their defense. They're going to take a timeout. So Southside takes a timeout. We'll take a quick break. Russellville leads at 28-27. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC. We're going to keep it right here. Is that timeout there by Southside? First timeout used the whole game, actually. Nobody called timeouts in the first half. And Southside calling a timeout there. It's kind of odd to do that. There's no wind. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third quarter. There's no real reason other than they were upset because it's a close game. It's kind of a weird time to use a timeout, I think. But Southside using their first timeout here. 49 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. The Cyclones leading 28-27, and Russellville going to be looking at 2nd down and 10 here from the Maverick 36-yard line. Almost said Rebel 36-yard line. I've been trying. If I said Rebel, I've missed it. I think I might have said it once or twice tonight.
Well, I think another reason he called timeout was his defensive man was standing over Foster. Looked like he was saying something to him. Foster came up and threw his hands up in the air like, I need a flag here.
Well,
that really upset the coach. I watched him, and he called timeout immediately.
Southside's had 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. One was after a touchdown, and it assessed on the kickoff. The other one kept this drive alive. Russell's going to have a 4th and 10, but the penalty gave Russell first down. They're looking at 2nd and 10 from the Southside 36-yard line. Graham out of the shotgun. Tracy Daniels, the running back, and this is going to stop before it happens. It's a false start coming against Russellville, I do believe. It'll be 2nd down and 15. Remember, next week, Russellville plays on Thursday night, not Friday night. They host Valonia at Cyclone Stadium on Thursday night, 7 o'clock kickoff. 48 seconds left to play here in the third. You know, at one point, every team in our conference was ahead in their football game.
Now they're saying they're talking.
Yeah, they're talking. It makes me wonder if they didn't think that Southside jumped in the neutral zone. I know we moved, but maybe if they jump first. In high school football, if defense jumps, it's automatic dead ball. You can't get back.
Well, if it is against Southside, that ought to.
Russellville now with 308 yards of offense, 167 on the ground, 141 through the air. That's pretty well balanced. Southside with -7 rushing, but they have 235 through the air. We have a false start against Russellville, 2nd and 15.
Oh.
So I didn't mean to step on you, but we have
offsetting
penalties there. So Russellville going to have it 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. I think we Southside fans that were sitting above, they're not real happy with the officiating tonight. They're letting them have it, and Russellville looking at 2nd down and 10. Tracy Daniels straight up the middle. I thought we were going to get a false start because I thought we might have moved, but they didn't catch it. Ball inside the 35 to the 33. That's where Daniels gets. Pickup of 3 on the play. Russellville looks like they're wanting to go quickly here on 3rd down and 7. They need the 26-yard line for the first down. Graham, it's a quarterback sweep. He's across the 30, cuts it back up. He's at the 25, 20, 15, 10, and he's being chased and brought down from behind at the 5-yard line. They grabbed his jersey. That was the only way they were able to slow him up enough to stop him. And Graham, a big first down. He puts it in the red zone for Russellville. They're going to say his knee hit at the 7-yard line. Russellville has it 1st and goal from there. Cyclones leading at 28-27 with 13 seconds left to play here in the third. Russellville does not have to snap it. We'll see if they just want to. They're looking at the sideline. They're going to snap it. They're going to do it quick because the game clock's already down to 2 seconds. So that's going to be it. That's the end of the third quarter. We'll take a break. Russellville, 1-point lead, and they have 1st and goal at the Southside 7. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC. want to thank all our Cyclone sponsors. Alathus Realty, sponsoring our broadcast booth. Of course, we have our first down sponsor, Fleet Tire, Point S. No stress with Point S. Rockline Timeout, people who make it right. Phil Wright Autoplex, of course, one of our title sponsors. Of course, you heard the halftime show, sponsored by Off-Road Tire. Sponsoring Cyclone football. A lot of excitement this year for Cyclone football, and only played one game. Feels like more, but Russellville, of course, had that bye week last week, and they won't have another bye week until for the rest of the regular season. They'll have Valonia on Thursday night. Have 2 Thursday night games this year. Next week is the first one. Then they play host to Valonia when they play host to Valonia. The other Thursday night game will be at War Memorial Stadium when they play Little Rock Parkview in conference. So we start the fourth quarter. Russellville leading at 28-27. Have it first and goal. Graham on that quarterback sweep, 26 yards. He's going to give this one to Tracy Daniels, and he's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Russellville going the wrong way on that one. Let's see where they give him forward progress. I think they're going to give him the 9. So a loss of 2 on the play. Daniels now 11 carries for 35 yards. Running's been tough, and I know he said, well, you've got 194 yards rushing, but it's been tough running. Russell's earned those yards. They've been taking some hits, breaking some tackles. We have a Southside player that's down, and so we have a injury timeout. You know, I said in the first half when they mentioned that Northside was leading Greenwood, the Southside people here gave a big round of applause, and I wondered if that was the first time they ever clapped for Northside leading in a football game. But just shows you how hated, I guess, is the best word. I mean, they're Greenwood is. I'm sure they're not losing any sleep over it, though. Southside narrowly lost to Greenwood 54-48. That game really looked like it was going to be a blowout, and then Southside just sort of caught fire, got a couple onside kicks in the fourth quarter. Right now, as we go through our scores, Northside's leading Greenwood in the third quarter, 22-20. The player for Southside is back up, running off under his own power. Benton all over Little Rock Southwest, 42-6. Van Buren, last we heard, was up 21-7 over Rogers Heritage. Well, the scoreboard show coming up at the end of this game at 10 o'clock, all the way to midnight here on 102.3, hosted by Rex Nelson and Nate Olson. As for Russellville, they have a 1-point lead looking at second down and goal. Here's a sweep. Tracy Daniels, can he get there? He's across the 5, into the end zone for the Cyclone touchdown. And he just has a knack for stringing that out and finding the hole and then just going for it. Not going to the pylon. I can cut it up right up in here. He does. 9-yard touchdown run for Tracy Daniels, and Russellville back up by 7.
You saw the speed of Daniels getting around to that outside.
Noe Jimenez on to try the extra point. He boots it through. He's been perfect tonight. Russellville leads it 35-27 with 11:37 left to play in the ball game. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC. Welcome back. The Cyclones leading it 35-27. Russellville goes 80 yards in 9 plays. We'll tell you that here in a minute, but Russellville kicking off, and it goes out of bounds for the third time. Russellville kicking it towards the sideline, and it's going to give Southside better field position. 3 minutes and 21 seconds left to play, 3 minutes and 21 seconds on that drive. Tracy Daniels, a 9-yard touchdown run. Noe Jimenez adding the extra point. And Russellville leads at 35-27.
Like to see a 3 and out right now.
Russellville leading here by 8. And we're waiting. What all's going on here? This Mavericks going to start at 35. Russellville being allowed to substitute here. Now we're set to go. Mavericks have it their own 35, 1st and 10. Sorg back to pass. Look across the middle. Nothing's there. Going to throw it, and it's complete. But Ty Hips right there to wrap up. Number 6, Lopez Fulbright. They had 2 players crisscrossing, and one of them was Dimitri Lloyd. And my eyes were focused on him, saying, "Oh, don't throw it to him." That guy's a load to bring down. Lloyd not as bad. It's a 2-yard pickup to the 37-yard line. Back to pass, Sorg on 2nd and long. Throwing complete there to Lloyd. I'm sorry, that's Lopez. He's got the first down at the 46-yard line. Lopez Fulbright picks up the first down at the 47-yard line of the Mavericks, a 10-yard pickup.
Ball marked at the 46-yard line. First down, outside.
Sorg, high snap, back to pass. He's going to throw. He's hit as he throws. He's got a man downfield, but he's double covered, and it's incomplete. Going to Luke Wyatt. Double coverage back there, and Elijah Clark in on defense, also playing back there, along with Andrew Adams. And Sorg was hit as he threw it. He has not been able to hook up with Luke Wyatt either. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Rebels at the 46-yard line. I think I said 47 earlier, 46-yard line.
I didn't get to see who hit him, but he caught him right around the knees.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Sorg back to pass, going to throw a little swing pass out, complete, and it gets to midfield, and that's Amir Dingle. First time he's touched the football tonight for Southside Rebels. Pick up a 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Sorg back to pass for Southside. Throwing, completed pass, and Lopez is going to be stopped shy of the first down. Decision time is a big tackle there by Alex Bonilla for Russellville. They get to Cyclone territory to the 46.
4th down and 2 for the Mavericks.
But it's 4th and 2, and the Mavericks going to go for it. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Bad snap. It goes over the head of Sorg. He's chasing it. He's going to cover it. Ty Hips is there to make the tackle, but it doesn't matter. Russellville's going to take over right there.
You knew that was coming. So many high snaps that's nearly got away from the quarterback, but this one really sailed over his head.
Well, it's a fumble officially, but Sorg able to cover it. And again, Ty Hips didn't care about covering it because he knows it's our ball no matter what. I just don't want him to pick it up and run with it or throw it. So Hips was just going to tackle the quarterback. Smart play by Ty. And Russellville, with the 3rd time they've been given the short field tonight, actually 4th time, isn't it? And this is going to be at the Maverick 32-yard line. Russellville leading by 8 with 9:50 left to play in the ball game. They could really put a hurting on Southside. They stick it in the end zone here. Damon Donahoe going to get the call on 1st down, fighting forward, gets near the 30-yard line. I don't know if they're going to give him the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1 or 2 on the play. I'm not really surprised that Southside went for it on 4th and 2 at the Cyclone 46. So I can't fault them for that, even though there was almost 10 minutes left. But like you said, there was a lot of high snaps. One even bobbled earlier. And it seemed like it was just a matter of time. They did give Donahoe just 1 yard on the play. Russellville taking their time. The play clock down to 10. Still plenty of time in this ball game. 9:13 left. And here's Graham. He's going to throw the ball. At least he's going to try. He's going to have to roll away from pressure. He does. Heaves it downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Could have been intercepted. Could have been caught. It went through the hands of a Southside defender, Isaac Gregory, and then almost caught by Caden Rose.
That's a dangerous pass.
Yeah, it was. It was.
We can breathe now. I was holding my breath on that one.
Not that it might come into play, but remember, Southside burned a timeout on defense in the third quarter to chew their defense out a little bit. They may wish they had that timeout back. Clock is stopped right now with 9:01 left. Russellville leads at 35-27. And the Cyclones looking at third down and 9 from the Maverick 31-yard line. Here's delay draw to Damon Donahoe, and he's going to lose a yard on the play. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Not a bad little call there. It looked like a little wraparound delay draw. But Russellville loses a yard, and now it's 4th and 10, and what do? Do you bring on the field goal unit? Not sure. It doesn't seem like they're going to do that. They're at least going to run some clock here. The Cyclones leading by 8. They may just go for it. Why not? Don't want to risk a blocked field goal. Graham, they're going to go for it. Here's a snap, back to pass. He's going to step up, throw it. He's got Elijah Clark, and it's incomplete.
Thrown behind him. Clark had to turn around by the time he did. The ball had already passed him, so.
Yeah, Clark was angling towards the pylon. The pass was more towards the hash mark, just a little bit behind him. Russellville turns the ball over on downs. I like the fact she's going for it there because you're up 8. Why not? Still going to take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion just to tie you. Southside's got to be thankful their defense helped them out on that. Remember, they gave up the 4th down on downs on the bad snap. 8:19 left. Russellville leads it by 8. Southside with 2 timeouts. Plenty of time on the clock, though. Sorg back to pass on 1st and 10. Screen one way. No, it wasn't there. Complete to the other side, though. Carlisle has to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage. They want to go screen right side. It was covered up. Carlisle gets the pass complete on the left side, and I think he picks up a yard.
You can't hit this guy and think it's going to take him down. You've got to wrap him up.
Yeah, you said that about a lot of their players, too, including their quarterback. But Kent Carlisle, 3 catches for 85 yards. That one just went for 1. Sorg back to pass on 2nd and 9. Throws it in the flat here to Lloyd. He's got he's close to the 1st down. He was hit and stumbled. He was running backwards but forwards, if you can think of backpedaling forwards. And he's got the 1st down to the 41-yard line. And Dimitri Lloyd on the reception picks up 8 yards. He now has 8 catches for 72 yards and a touchdown. 1st and 10 for the Southside Mavericks at their own 41-yard line. Russellville leads it by 8. 3 receivers to the left. High snap once again, but he able to corral this one. Out of the backfield, the pass complete to Tucker, and he's going to be brought down for a loss of 1. How about that? Eli Stratton just wrapped him up and pulled him backwards. Loss of 1 on the play, and somebody's helmet came off. I thought it was Stratton. No, it was Gabe Hogue's helmet come off, so he has to come out. And I think it's a helmet issue. He's having the chin strap looked at or something. They're having to fix it real quick, and he's wanting to get back out there now. Loss of 1 on the play for the Mavericks. 7:23 left to play here in the ball game. Russellville leads at 35-27. Sorg back to pass. He's going to throw this far side in the flat, in and out of the hands of Luke White. Would have been a tough catch, but did hit him in the hands. It'll stop the clock with 7:18 left.
You have to think the Southside, if they come up with 4th down here, they're going to go for it.
I don't know. Still with 2 timeouts at Pens. I think if they're on their own 40, I don't know if they will. Starting 11 right now. Sorg back to pass. Plenty of time. Still back there. He's going to throw across the middle. It's incomplete. Tried to go to Lloyd. Hips was there on the coverage. We'll get to see. I think they're punting. What do you think they're going to do? You think they're going to go for it? They tried to go to Lloyd. It'll bring up 4th down and 11 from the 41-yard line. There's 7:11 left to play in the ball game. You may be right.
I think they'll go for it, but just because of their kicker.
That's true. They had some pretty poor punts tonight. And the last one was a 12-yarder. 2 receivers to each side. They're going to go for it. They need the Cyclone 49-yard line for a 1st down. Sorg back to pass. He's going to throw it. It's complete to Luke White. No! Dropped, and I think they were trying the hook and ladder play because number 2, Amari Tucker, was coming up there. And I think Luke Wyatt tried to pitch it before he had it. So turnover on downs, and I could second guess somebody who's not my coach. I don't think they should have kicked it away. I don't care what the punter's done. He did have one good one. I think you kick it away and pin Russellville back a little bit. But they're giving Russellville the ball at their 41-yard line. Cyclones have the ball at the 41-yard line of Southside. Here's the give to Tracy Daniels. He plows forward, breaks almost 2 tackles, broke one, got to the 35-yard line.
I think that's the young man right now that you want to put the ball in his hands.
He gets to the 35. Second down and 5. Daniels again and get a couple yards, maybe 3, depending on the spot. Russellville going quick that time.
Southside's coming up and stacking that middle. You might want to consider taking it to the outside.
Clock is rolling, 6.5 to go. Russellville leads it by 8. Russellville quick snap on that one here. They're lined up. The line's already ready. Position guys are all moving around a little bit. And Ben Hallmark is in at quarterback. He's going to be out of the Wildcat. This time he's right beside the running back, but still going to keep it himself, trying to bounce it outside, and he does. He gets the first down inside the 30. Boy, he's had some big carries tonight. The big first downs and the big touchdown run of 36 yards. First down at 10 for the Cyclones. Russellville going to run some time here. Here's the give to Tracy Daniels. He breaks a tackle at the 25, gets to the 23.
It's great when you can pick up 5-6 yards on that first down. Makes things a whole lot easier.
Ball at the 23-yard line, 2nd and 5 for Russellville. 5:18 left, leading by 8. Graham back to pass. He's going to roll to the right a little bit. Nothing there. He's going to run it out of bounds. He'll lose yardage on the play, but smart play by Graham not to force anything. One thing you don't want is a turnover here. He runs out of bounds at the 26, a loss of 3 on the play. Third down and 8 for Russellville. Graham, play action, throw in the slant. It's complete at the 20 and trying to get the first down. Eli keep plowing forward. He does. He's got the first down. Eli Tolan, how about that? The senior gets to the 16-yard line and a first down. And I love the confidence there. We're not trying to run out the clock on 3rd and 8. We're going to try to pick up the first down.
Eli lost his helmet. Don't know if it was ripped off or what, but he has to come out.
They needed 8. They got 10. They kept the drive alive. Again, just love that. Love the aggressiveness of Russellville there.
I love the offensive line running up there.
Under 5 minutes to go. Clock rolling. Play clock at 15 seconds now with 4:51 left to go in the game. Russellville leading by 8. Graham going to give it to Tracy Daniels. He's to the 15. He's inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And now Russellville just winning at the line. It's a battle of wills right now, and Russellville just pounding that defense of Southside up front. That's where they're winning this game right here, 2nd and 2. First down, they get 8 yards. They stick this in the end zone. I don't say it's a nail in the coffin, but I'd love to be up 2 scores with 4 minutes left. 4:18 left and 18 seconds on the play clock.
Our offensive line's just firing off that ball, and they're pushing Southside back.
2nd down and 2. Daniels again. He's weaving his way, gets to the 5, breaks a tackle there, into the end zone for the touchdown. Tracy Daniels from 8 yards out.
Well, I said this is a young man that's very difficult to bring down, and you want to put the ball in his hands. And when he breaks it to the outside, I don't know if anybody can stop him.
Cyclones lead at 41-27. Noah Jimenez on to try the extra point. And the ball is the fumble snap. D.A. Reed has it rolling to his right, and he's going to be tackled back at the 7-yard line. So It's officially a 2-point play. Russellville not able to get the conversion, but they still lead 41-27. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Alathus Realty is proud to support all of our local student athletes. At Alathus Realty, we believe the community comes first, and there's nothing quite like community under the bright lights of Friday night. Alathus Realty is determined to provide our area with gold standard service in every aspect of your real estate transaction. So whether you're loading up to go to the game or settling in for an evening at home, you can rest assured Alathus Realty is taking care of you. Call us today, 479-968-5668. Alathus Realty. Find us on Facebook today.
Welcome back. The Cyclones lead at 41-27. On that scoring summary, Russellville goes 40 yards in 8 plays, 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Tracy Daniels, 8-yard touchdown run, his second touchdown run here of the second half. Cyclones lead it by 14. Couldn't connect on the extra point, didn't even get the kick up, so it doesn't count as an extra point miss. Noe Jimenez on to kick this one. He's going to angle this one. It's not going to go out of bounds. It's going to be fielded by Luke Wyatt at the 3-yard line. He's across the 10, cut back to the right at the 15, the 20. Flag comes in at the 20-yard line. He's brought down at the 22. And looks like we're going to have a flag on south side here. So the flag comes down near the 20-yard line.
I believe they got it for clipping.
This will be a half the distance. They put the flag. They move it now to the 22 where the ball was returned. 3:56 left. Southside with 2 timeouts, down 2 touchdowns. Remember, they burned a timeout in the third quarter, upset with their defense. And it's going to be a holding call, so that it'll be a 10-yard penalty. 10-yard penalty from the spot, but they're going to spot at the 22. Still be 1st and 10, though, since it happened on a kick play. Well, Southside has an offense that can score quick, and they can go quick. Problem is they're down 2 scores. Now, remember also, they did score. They get 2 onside kicks in the fourth quarter against Greenwood last week. You just don't want it to get to that point. Let's shut them down here and take a knee. 3:56 left to play in the ball game. Russellville leads at 41-27, underdog in this game. The Cyclones, by Hooten, was supposed to lose by a point. They're up by 14. Sorg back to pass, throwing. It's going to be incomplete. Throw was high, trying to go to Lopez. There on the play was Gabe Hogue, and he made the hit from behind. Made sure the incompletion happened. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the Southside 12-yard line. Clock stopped with 3:50 left. High snap, and Sorg has to do an acrobatic job just to get it back. He's got it. He throws it far side. It's going to be intercepted. Russellville at the 21-yard line. The Cyclones with the interception. That's Shane Booker, the linebacker. And now a late flag coming in. This is going to be on Southside, I think, on that far side. They're trying to go on that far side to Dimitri Lloyd. And Booker came up from his linebacking spot. He was playing out there. And he got the interception at the 21-yard line. And now we'll probably tack on a penalty here on Fort Smith Southside. They've had 2 or 3 unsportsmanlike conducts tonight. Just frustration, I think, on that one, if that does end up being what we think it is. But Shane Booker, he cut off the route. He jumped it on that far side. Ended up 2 players in the area, and Booker with the interception.
Now here comes the white hat. He'll tell us.
They had a long discussion about that. Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike contact against the Southside Mavericks. And
oh, he got ejected?
I didn't see the ejection symbol. Okay, it is. Okay, that's bad if he got ejected. That means he has to miss the first half of the next game. Is that right? And one of the assistant coaches is coming over, and he's given Dimitri Lloyd, the offending player, an earful right below us. We couldn't hear what he was saying. We could hear he was yelling at him. And
they're
they have a week off, and then they have a conference game, so he's going to have to sit out for half of their conference game. Yeah, they're just marking off the penalty right here. It's going to be at the end of the run. Or no, it's half the distance. Yeah, that's right, because you can't go 15 yards. It's half the distance, so it goes from the 22-yard line to the 11, 21-yard line to really the 10.5, but we have to call it the 11. Russellville has the football up 41-27. You can't really take a knee here. There's 3 minutes and 42 seconds left. Not that you were trying to run it up, but if you take 3 knees, you're going to be giving the ball back to Southside. Only down 2 scores. They still have 2 timeouts. Stick this in the end zone, put the nail in the coffin. That's what I say. Graham with the running back, Donahoe. They'll hand off here to Donahoe straight up the middle, and he'll get to about the 7-yard line maybe. That's important to get the running play started first because that starts the clock. You don't want to, even if it's a screen pass, you don't want to run the risk of an incomplete pass and the clock stopping. This gets the clock going, a 3-yard pickup. The clock rolling now, under 3.5 to go. Cyclones can wait and snap this to where it's under 3 minutes, but they're already lined up. We'll see what they want to do here. 20 seconds on the play clock. They're letting it roll. Graham looking at 2nd down and 7 from the south side 8-yard line. Here's the snap. He's going to give it off to Donahoe. Running left side. He's inside the 5. He's going to easily stroll into the end zone for the touchdown. Donahoe from 8 yards out. The Cyclones might have just put this one away, leading it 47-27.
And again, that was an outside run, this time to the left side, and he just stretched it out to where he could just walk into the end zone. Good run by Donahoe.
3:02 left. Interesting turn of events here in this fourth quarter. High snap, but D.A. Reed gets this one down. The kick is up, and it's good. Cyclones lead at 48-27. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Ashley Air is proud to be an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. We've served the River Valley since 1958, the same year that the legendary Frank Boyles took over as the Razorback football coach. The Hogs have had some great coaches, but we've never had so many on campus all at once. Sam Pittman, Eric Musselman, Dave Van Horn, and Mike Neighbors, just to name a few. What an incredible team. We put together quite a team at Ashley Air, too, and we couldn't be more excited to partner with our state's flagship athletic program. Woo Pig Suey!
Welcome back. The Cyclones on that scoring summary after the interception by Booker. They go 21 yards in just 2 plays. Donahoe an 8-yard touchdown run. Jimenez getting the extra point. Russellville leads at 48-27. Breathe a lot easier than we could about 20 minutes ago. Thank all our sponsors here at Cyclone Football, including Mr. Brake and Lube. Bringing you Cyclone Athletics here on 102.3. We're also streaming the audio live on the internet, rivercountrykcjc.com. Of course, Cyclone booth on the YouTube for EA Sports. Here's a kickoff by Noe Jimenez. It's going to be fielded by Wyatt at the 5-yard line. He's across the 15, the 20, straight up the gut, the 25, the 30, and that's where he's brought down. Ty Hips in on the stop. Also Darian Thomas in there. 25-yard return. Southside at one point was down by 8 with football and 2 timeouts. Think about this. They've gone for 2 fourth downs here in this fourth quarter. One was a bad snap. One they just didn't get. They also threw an interception. And Russellville has made them pay for their mistakes, not letting them off the hook. And Cyclones lead it by 21 points. Sword. Here's the handoff to Dingle, and he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage back at the 30-yard line. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Good aggressive play by Ty.
Second down and 11 for Southside. Sorg. Back to pass, looking left, throwing. It's incomplete. Tried to go to Desmond Fulbright, and he kind of short-armed that a little bit. I don't think he was going to get nailed or anything, but I think he might have given up a little bit on that one. Southside just kind of come unraveled here a little bit. They had a rough first game against Northside. Lost that game 31-16. Northside just ran all over them. last week really caught fire, especially in the second half, mainly fourth quarter. Lost by 6 to Greenwood, 54-48. Sorg here on third down. Plenty of time. He's going to throw. It's going to be tipped and incomplete. And guess who was there? Booker to knock it away, and Hips to make sure that there wasn't any tipped catch there. They're going to go for it again here on fourth down. They did not go for a fourth down in the first half. They're 0 of 2 here in the fourth quarter. The Mavericks, Russellville leading at 48-27, 2:13 left. They need their own 41-yard line for a first down. 2 receivers to each side. Again, a high snap. They're going to have to work on that. Sorg throwing this to the near side. It's complete to Luke Wyatt. He's very close. I think he's shy of the first down, though.
He's shy.
Yeah, he had to go to a knee to catch it. And because of that, only got 10 yards. They needed 11. I don't think he got it.
No.
That's turnover on downs. Russellville will take over at the south side 40-yard line with 2:06 left to play.
That was a good call by the official.
Yeah, because he ran his route a yard behind, but he had to come forward and then took a knee in order to slide and catch that. They talked about it, and Sorg's out there. He's looking to see, hey, it's a first down. He hadn't realized the sticks have already marked the mark it going the other direction. Mm-hmm. They needed the 41. They got to the 40, and Kim Dameron, the head coach, is all over this line, Judge. Remember Dameron, the head coach here at Southside? He was a wide receiver for the Razorbacks, like I think around 79, 82, right in that area. But they had already moved the sticks. That was the thing. On the far side where the sticks are, they had already first down for Russellville, and so we have a timeout called by Fort Smith Southside. We're going to take a quick break. Russellville leads at 48-27 with 2:06 left. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Red Wolves fans, this is Coach Butch Jones, and it's game week. We need you in Centennial Bank Stadium this Saturday.
Hatcher steps up, rolls left, throwing for Rucker, caught inside the 20. Rucker inside the 10, he's going to score. Touchdown, Corey Rucker from 34 yards out.
Help us lock the vault. Secure your seat now. Visit astateredwolves.com or call 870-972-2781. Wolves up.
Well, Southside taking their second time out. I don't know if they just weren't ready or they wanted to talk a little bit more to the official. But Russellville taking over here with 2:06 left and leading 48-27. I don't know if we're to the point where we can take a knee. I'm trying to calculate because Southside still has one timeout. They use that timeout, I think, to stop the clock there. Gavin Graham's going to hand off to Tracy Daniels. He's across the 35 and lost the football. Here's a fumble, and Southside has recovered at the 27-yard line.
Southside recovered. Well, that's one thing you did not want to happen.
Now Southside with the recovered fumble at the 28-yard line of the Mavericks. So Russellville's first turnover. The Southside will have the ball at their own 28 with 1:59 left. Sorg back to pass. Throwing a little underneath routes, incomplete. Tried to go to Will Goodman, a sophomore, is incomplete. A sophomore-laden team. Sorg's still in there, but they have some guys such as Goodman there that have not been in the game, so they have some backups in. Not completely. I think he might be in there because of the player that's been ejected for the Mavericks. Second down and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Russellville leading by 3 touchdowns with 1:54 left. Sorg back to pass. A screen pass complete here to Dingle, running near side across the 35. Steps out right, really close to a first down. I don't know if he got it before he stepped out. We'll have to wait and see the spot. Brett Wilbur's in on the stop, 37. If they mark it there, he's about a yard shy. They're going to put it down at the 38, so he's about a half yard shy. Third down. Nope, they're going to give him a first down. How about that? I thought for sure he was a half yard shy of that. 3 wide receivers are left. 1st and 10 for Sorg and the Mavericks. He's looking left, plenty of time. He's going to roll out of the pocket, looking downfield, being chased by Travion Traylor. Throw on the far side. It's tipped and incomplete. Carlisle is upset. It went in and out of his hands. I don't know if he's upset at himself or what, because it looked like hit him right in the hands. And bring up 2nd and 10. Clock stopped with 1:38, and he took a shot from Travion.
Russellville just needs to be calm and play good defense, smart defense.
Yeah, there's been some unsportsmanlike conduct penalties against Southside. They've had a player ejected. We don't need to get a player ejected here, up 21 points. Don't retaliate. Sorg back to pass, throwing far side, complete to Desmond Lopez. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. But they give him forward progress to the 45-yard line, about a 3 yards shy of the first down. What do you think of Sorg? I think that guy, I mean, he's not made too many bad decisions tonight. Seven yards on that pass play, 3rd and 3. Clock stopped with 1:30 left. Sorg back to pass for the Mavericks. Throws underneath. It's complete to Dingle, and he's got the first down, stepping out of bounds at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks. And now we have a timeout called by the Cyclones. Timeout Russellville. Cyclones lead at 48-27. Take a quick break. 1:50. We're supposed to have 1:25 on the clock. Play clock rolling down here. We'll take a quick break. Get this all sorted out. Cyclones leading by 21. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family and was passionate about taking care of you. That is the philosophy of everyone who works here at A Better Way Realty. We want your business because we earn it, period. Discover what experience and heart can do with A Better Way Realty. Find us on Facebook and see the difference. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Up 21, 1:25 left. Right now, just saying, get this thing over with before we get somebody injured or somebody ejected.
At Fleet Tire Point S, the S stands for service, selection, and savings.
Sorry about that. We're trying to coordinate radio and stream at the same time.
I was hoping Southside called that timeout. That would have been their last one.
Sorry about that, Aaron. I put Aaron Thomas in a lot of bad positions tonight, so sorry about that. Sorg back to pass for Southside. Throwing is incomplete. Tried a little swing pass out of the backfield. Dingle goes right through his hands. They have not helped Sorg a lot out. There's been a lot of drops for him tonight. I mean, look, he's 30 of 47 for 294 yards. What do you think? 5 drops? 6 drops? I mean, there's some that hit the hands and, yeah, I'd say at least 5, maybe 6. He needs 6 more yards to throw for 300. Back to pass. Plenty of time. And now he's going to be hit as he throws. Incomplete. Tried to go to Carlisle, and he was hit there by Latrell Thomas. That'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
I think he's been on the turf tonight more than the first 2 games.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting to look at. Greenwood hit him a lot in that 4th quarter, but he was standing in delivering the football. Doesn't roll out much. He just sort of moves around the pocket. Very good with that, just adjusting. He's just a junior. 3rd down and 10. Back to pass Sorg, throwing. Here's a completed pass at the 43-yard line. Going to be about a yard shy of the first down. It's to Will Goodman. Probably gets Sorg officially over 300 yards passing now with that pass into Cyclone territory. They're going to give him the 42, and that'll bring up 4th down and 1. Yeah, Sorg now 303. Think about this, though. They have negative 30 yards rushing because of the sacks, and Russellville's really just shut down their running game. 273 total yards. for Southside. 3:03 through the air. They're looking at 4th down and 1. 35 seconds left. Clock is rolling. And now they're trying to stop the clock and reset it. See, I thought they were trying to figure out if this was close enough for a measurement, and they're going to reset the clock, put some more time. But right now it shows 32 seconds left. Boy, they say 53? Surely not. See, everybody's kind of looking at the clock now, seeing what they're supposed to. I couldn't tell. It sure looked like he said 5-3. Russellville going to move to 2-0 on the season. They will host Valonia on Thursday. Yes, Thursday night at Cyclones Stadium. We'll be on the air at 6:30 for the pregame show, or visit with Coach Wheeler. They're going to have a measurement here. They're still trying to, yeah, they did put 53 seconds. Good grief. I don't think they ran off 20 seconds there.
No, I don't think so
But
either.
they're having a measurement. Looked like he was well short of the first down. They've given him about a half yard. I still think he's short, but I may be wrong on that. They're lining it up. It is going to be short. So still, it is 4th down and 1.
They've had some generous markings tonight.
At the Cyclone 42-yard line. 53 seconds left. Russellville, though, comfortably up 48-27. Russellville scoring 20 points here in the 4th quarter. Led 28-27 we started this quarter.
We've got to watch the pass. They're not going to run it up the middle.
Well, they've officially 11 carries, but you got to realize sacks comes as carries.
What now?
Yeah. Amari Tucker has 7 carries for 6 yards. He is not in the game. All right, they're taking out Sorg, and they're putting in different quarterback, number 10, Carter Zimmerman, a sophomore, on 4th down and 1. He's going to turn and hand it off, and nowhere close. They needed a yard, and they got -2. Dingle on the carry, and he loses 2 yards, and Russellville has again stopped them on 4 downs.
Soares wiping his leg with a towel. I think he was probably bleeding, the reason they took him out.
Gotcha. Well, he's got his 300 yards passing, and they weren't going to win the game. I mean, there's no reason for him to be in there. They got the week off before they start conference play. Russellville, of course, had their week off last week. Valonia, who's not going to be an easy game. Beginning before the year started, we thought Valonia might be a victory because Russellville came close last year, but Valonia going to be tough out. They're leading Maumelle in the 4th quarter, 34-32. That's a surprise to some people. Cyclones have it at their own 44-yard line. Going to take a knee here. They're in the victory formation. Damon Donahoe, the deep man, back. Graham. This will come off team stats, by the way, if anybody's wondering. Now we have they're giving a delay game penalty, Russellville. I was wondering why they didn't. It looked like they started that play clock a little quickly, so Russellville's going to have a delay of game here. They ran out on the field, and it was under 10 seconds on the play clock. All right, so another penalty. Kick on the way out the door, but hey, Russellville's walking out of here with a victory. That's okay. 8 penalties for 65 yards. We don't mind that. Got to give Coach Wheeler something to talk about with his team. They're going to take a knee, and let's see if they reset it. Oh, Russell's going to have to do it again. There's a 3-second differential. They're talking with White Hat, so why couldn't you just wait and start that? So Russell's going to have to do it one more time before they officially get out of here with a victory. They're going to go ahead and line up. They're going to wait, do it right now. Take a knee to the 29-yard line. And Southside not going to use their final timeout. The Cyclones are going to come out of here with a victory. Hard-fought game. Trailed a couple different times. Ended up scoring 20 points here in the 4th quarter. And they win it by a score of 48-27. We'll take a break, come back with your postgame show. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
At Fleet Tire Point S, the S stands for service, selection, and savings. The tire and automotive experts at Fleet Tire Point S have more than 30 years of experience in the industry. So if you need tires for that summer vacation, think Fleet Tire Point S, consistently offering unparalleled service and quality tires to fit every budget. Because you, the customer, are always the top priority at Fleet Tire Point S. Come by today and experience the Fleet Tire Point S difference. Fleet Tire Point S on Arkansas Avenue, your local tire and auto service center. No stress with Point S.
This is Danny Hips with Phil Wright Autoplex in Russellville. Summer's here and family vacations have begun. When you're traveling and making family memories, the last thing you'll worry about is vehicle problems on the side of the road. Depend on us for your safest and best looking vehicles on the road from Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Toyota. We still have brand new and pre-owned vehicles arriving weekly. And if you don't find the vehicle you're looking for in our lot, let us know and we can have it here in days. Shop us online at philwright.com or come see us at Phil Wright Autoplex, exit 84, just off I-40, Russellville.
Welcome back. The Cyclones big winners tonight, and they win it over Fort Smith Southside by a score of 48-27. Your thoughts on the win?
Well, I think it was a good win for Russellville. We battled for 3 quarters at least, and then I think Russellville just wore them down. We kept pounding that line right up the middle. We'd take one to the outside, and I think we just wore them down, wore their defense down. And the other thing is, I was so proud of our defense getting to the quarterback. Yeah, we heard stories about Greenwood getting to him and hitting him and not knocking him down, but he took some shots tonight from that Russellville defense, and he was on the turf quite a bit, and I think that played in our victory.
Cyclones trailed at halftime 20-14. They came out the second half, two big drives. The first one to start the second half, they go 80 yards in 12 plays. Ben Hallmark, a 1-yard touchdown run. That drive took 5 minutes and 24 seconds. Extra point was good. Russell led 21-20. Then, after a terrible punt, a 12-yard punt, Russell took over at the 45. Took them 3 plays. On the 3rd down and 1, Ben Hallmark came in on the Wildcat package. 36-yard touchdown run. The drive just took 29 seconds. Russellville kicked the extra point, made it 28-20. Mavericks weren't done. They scored before the third quarter was over to cut it to a point. Sorg hit Amari Tucker for a 30-yard touchdown pass. Of course, that was that little swing pass out of the backfield that he broke down the left sideline. Extra point was good. Russellville's lead was back down to 1, but the Cyclones scored 20 points in the fourth quarter. Tracy Daniels from 9 yards out. Tracy Daniels again from 8 yards out. And Damon Donahoe from 8 yards out. Just bang, bang, bang. And the extra points, 2 of them were good. One was a bad snap or low snap. They weren't able to kick it, so it doesn't count against Noe Jimenez's stats. But Russellville there with 20 points. They end up winning the game by a score of 48-27. Tracy Daniels, 2 touchdown runs, but Ben Hallmark, 3 touchdown runs, 2 of 1 yard, and then 1 of 36 yards, and just some big plays for the Cyclones there, and able to win it going away. I mean, there was a time in the fourth quarter where Southside had it, and we stopped them on 4 downs twice. It was still kind of a nail-biter, and then it came to where we're breathing easy by the end of the game.
When you talk about Ben Hallmark, he got a sack against their quarterback. Then he turns around, they bring him in to block, which he does an excellent job, and then he's the ball carrier in that Wildcat formation, and that 30-some-odd yard run of his, they could not stop him. He broke 2 tackles and made it into the end zone. So Ben played a great game tonight.
I'll give you the stats here. Russellville, 392 yards of offense. The Mavericks, 271. Remember, Russellville had less than the Mavericks at halftime. Throwing the football, Gavin Graham, 16 of 25 for 151 yards and 1 touchdown. Receiving, Elijah Clark had 4 catches for 43 yards, but Trent Stokes had 3 catches for 57 yards and a touchdown. Running the football, though, Tracy Daniels, 17 carries, 72 yards. And then Damon Donahoe, 13 carries for 39. It was a team effort running the football, but Ben Hallmark was huge with those 3 touchdown runs. I think he had, 5 carries, 3 touchdown runs. Russellville, 241 yards on the ground. Southside, negative 32. Now, Southside did it through the air with 303 yards of passing by David Sorg, 31 of 49. And again, probably had 5 or 6 drops in there. Really didn't help him out all that much. Time possession doesn't mean a whole lot. We look at the total plays. And Russellville, 77 plays to the Mavericks, 61. That was huge. Penalties not going to be good for Coach Wheeler. He's going to be upset about that. 8 penalties on Russellville, 65 yards, 4 on the Mavericks for 40 yards, but the Mavericks did have a player ejected. Third down conversions for Russellville, 7 of 15. The Mavericks 2 of 10. Russellville 2 of 4 on fourth down conversions. The Mavericks went for it 4 times on fourth down and missed them all. And the Cyclones win it by a score of 4